PayPal.
What it do? Y'all know what it is. Often imitated, never mother effing duplicated. It is the NFC EAST Super Friends and all of our splendor. What is going on, everybody? The NFC Beast have returned, and boy, we out to task right now, man. In full effect, this NFC East is. When we look at this schedule, you'll see all of the primetime games, or the standalone games, right? You'll see all of those on the schedule. Hard Knocks coming to the NFC East to a TV near you. What? So much to talk about. How is everybody doing? What's going on, champ? What's going on, champion?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Everybody in my kingdom. What's going on to the kingdom out there? Y'all all right? They feeding y'all right?
Over the cold one.
They treating y'all right? They treating y'all right down there? They treating y'all right down there?
Been out here a long time. The beer is cold, and so is the floor.
Let me send my guards to come fill your keg, sir.
It's okay, man. We down here, me and my guy Bad Dog, man. We down here at the bottom over here. It's okay, man. We ain't getting we just keeping it warm for you guys, so y'all can rotate down here though. Come on.
Louis has graduated. The Commanders have graduated to being our squires. I hope they love the promotion they got. Well deserved,
Hey, I'm just buying my time, man. Look, I'm just doing whatever I gotta do, man.
We were once squires. Just gotta wait.
I'm out here buying my time, man. Hey, so everybody's had a chance to take a look at the schedule and kind of react to that. We're gonna do that tonight. Kind of look at the schedule, not necessarily pick wins and losses, but just kind of look at the schedule, and it's tough, man. I'm gonna be honest. The schedule is tough for all of us. The Giants have it the worst out of everyone in the division.
Well, let me say this.
Let me say this.
Why you gotta look at the camera like
that? Giants fans are like up in arms about this, but there's a reason this happens. We play the same 12 teams in this division. The difference is we all play the AFC West. We all play the NFC North. Difference is we play the last place team in the NFC South. You guys, the Commanders, play the second place team in the NFC South, and so on and so forth.
Right.
The reason our schedule is the hardest is we have all those teams, but because the teams in this division, the Eagles are 14-3. The Commanders, how many games you guys win? 12 last year, and the Cowboys won what, 7? Because every team in this division has a really good record. So our schedule obviously got tougher because we play you guys where your strength of schedule lowered because you play the 3-14 Giants. If we were reverse of the Eagles would have the toughest schedule in the division. It's just the way it works.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm talking about the the sequence of your games is what make it tough.
The sequences.
It's not,
every game is tough for us, regardless of who the hell we play. We're the Giants, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at the Giants schedule. I can't wait till
we gonna pull it up here in a second. Before we get to that, though, I want to talk about Hard Knocks real quick. Get that out the way. I had a feeling, I had an inkling, the way they set up the schedule with all of those primetime or standalone games late in the season. Dallas against Washington on Christmas, the Eagles and Commanders week 16 on a Saturday that could be flexed to 8 o'clock. It's either 4:30 or 8 o'clock. You could see the writing on the wall. There were a lot of primetime games for these teams late in the season, and a lot of matchups between these teams in the division late in the season, and now it makes a lot of sense. We finished our schedule with 4 straight games against the division, 2 against the Eagles in 3 weeks. So you could see the writing on the wall, but what were your initial reactions to the Commanders, Eagles Giants and Cowboys being put on the in-season Hard Knocks NFC East style?
Go ahead, champ. You the champ.
No.
No.
We all brothers. Just one brother is a champ.
Yeah, okay, that's okay.
My initial thing was that my team don't like that type of limelight. We don't like that. You know what I mean? That was my first initial thing. You're not going to hear much out of Jalen Hurts. You're not going to hear much out of Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? The stars on my team ain't those kind of guys that enjoy the cameras in their faces. So I'm not really cool with the Hard Knocks thing. But we've dealt with a lot of outside noise, a lot of doubt on the outside. So I don't think it'll bother us either way. But I just don't think it'll fit us. Our locker room is a little. You'll be surprised how our locker room really is. But I just don't think we like having cameras in the building. That's just not for us. My initial thing. As far as the Commanders go, it's a young team. So if you guys don't have the same season that you had, you don't want that being displayed to the world on Hard Knocks. That might make you guys uncomfortable. The Dallas Cowboys, whether they live or die, they're going to love having the cameras in there because that's what they're about. The Giants,
we had them in our face last year. It's a hell of a difference.
It's New York. Hard Knocks
New York.
For the losers. Since when did winners have to do this?
Touche.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is the element that the Cowboys are used to, you know, all or nothing, Hard Knocks, man. Or Jerry Jones got a documentary that's ongoing already, and it started last season. A lot of people don't know about it, and it's going to be on Netflix as well. So congratulations to Jerry Jones. It's the reason why the NFL is now in bed with Netflix because of him. So it's one of those things. I think who we play on Christmas? One of y'all, right?
Washington.
Oh, yeah. I suggest you to open up your gifts the day before, Louis T. You know, you might want to do it the day before. Yeah. Christmas Eve, you might want to open it up then because we're going to be busting open some packages, man. I just letting you know, we just already used to all of this stuff, especially on Netflix, bro. Yeah.
You Hard Knocks. Sorry, I had to be a dad there for a minute. Our kids, get my kid. What was the question? Sorry.
No, we just talking about Hard Knocks. What was your initial reaction?
Oh, listen, man. I was like, well, shit. We did this last year. It obviously didn't play out well the way the season ended up. You take a look at the things that happened in the offseason.
Yeah,
the Giants did a little bit differently because last year they focused on the offseason. This year, obviously, they're going to be focusing on in-season. But for us, I don't feel like we got anything to lose. As a fan, I think it'll be interesting to see the things in the locker room, to see how the team gets along. These are the things we don't get to see. We don't get to see the behind the scenes, how the players interact with the coaches and how they interact with each other. So from a fan perspective, I enjoyed it a lot. But, I mean, with the Giants, I mean, I don't really expect much. What I do know is if the Giants have a good season, then it's going to play out in film. It's going to be really awesome to watch. And if it's bad, you're going to see all the bad stuff too. So again, as a fan, I like it. I don't like that we had to do it 2 years in a row, but at least it's not just focused on us. And it should focus on this division. Why? This is the best division in freaking football. We know that. I mean, how many rings we got together now? What is it? 14?
We got 5,
14.
4, 3, and 2.
14 rings.
14 rings.
I mean, name another division even close. You can't. So this division is the best in football. There's no doubt about it.
Best of
the Giants fans.
SEC. Yep.
They won't happy with me because I said when the news first came out, I said the Giants are a mere passenger on this, man. Just sit down and shut up. Don't say nothing
on this. We got to have
Carter.
We got Jackson Dart. Listen, there's reason to watch.
The Giants got a storyline this year.
Yeah.
You keep sleeping on them, Lou. I'm telling you, Lou. I'm telling you, they're gonna get y'all.
Hey,
Mississippi boy, Jackson Dart.
The best storyline for the Giants is Jackson Dart probably starting in about week 12, right before this series.
If he started, be after the bye. But LB's right. We're getting you guys week 1.
It's a storyline there, bro.
LB's right. We're getting you week 1. You're gonna come on your high horse. You're gonna be like, yeah, we got all these primetime games. We're the new America's team. The Giants gonna lay like they always do, and
the Giants
reality.
We always respect.
I guarantee an upset week 1.
Oh, come on with it, man.
Guarantee it.
Yeah.
You talking about somebody else, right?
As the king, my first decree, it's gonna be an upset. The New York Giants gonna beat the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, of course he does.
And cause hysteria
Yeah.
throughout the division.
Of course he does. He didn't even wait to August this time, right?
Listen,
to put us
I'll say this about LB.
I said that last week.
LB says some off the wall shit, and for some reason it always comes true. So I got to ride with LB on this one.
It's just
you got to meet the Commanders.
It's just a feeling.
He throws a million darts and 2 of them hit the board, and he's always right.
As long as Jackson dart hits the board, the Giants do good.
That's a hater right there. A hater right there for you was Lou.
I'm just telling you, man. You throw enough darts.
I give you my last
a couple
10.
of them.
I give you my last 10. I'm 8 for 10. I count it. I give you my last 10.
No, I don't.
Cooper DeJean.
Those aren't hard.
How's that not hard? How's that not hard?
Come on, draft picks. Those aren't hard.
I count them all.
Yeah. Didn't you tell the Eagles to fire your coach last year?
I did.
Okay.
Sirianni, okay.
That don't mean
that cancels out everything else you said.
Did I say the Eagles were going to fire him?
No, you said you would fire him.
I said that's what I would do.
Right.
After what game? After what game there was?
After the 10-1 collapse, I said he needed to go.
Yeah.
After we lost to the Bucks.
You would have won the Super Bowl whether he was your coach or not.
Yes, that's false. Yeah. That's false.
Nah, it's not.
That's false.
You want to talk about the past here? Sirianni's the past.
I don't think so.
Basically saying that anybody could coach them and they would have won the Super Bowl. That's not true. That's not.
Yes, I'm Barry Switzer in '95. Yes,
I don't think
95 Barry Switzer.
Everybody,
95 Barry Switzer. Yes,
they weren't on cruise control.
Everybody cannot manage those personalities.
What are you talking about?
No, they weren't on cruise control like that. Barry Switzer showed up when they had won the Super Bowl 2 out of the last 3 years. That's not the same. They hadn't won a Super Bowl yet with Nick Sirianni. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Go ahead.
They like the argument. 2 years before. They were built for that. They're built for the Super Bowl. They
hadn't won. It's different. The Cowboys already had guys that won Super Bowls.
We became built for the Super Bowl with the addition of Nick Sirianni. We weren't built for the Super Bowl when Nick Sirianni was already. You know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni went through the growing pains with us.
So why'd you want to fire?
Because I didn't like the 10-1 collapse. I didn't like how we abandoned the run against the Buccaneers. I thought it was coaching malpractice.
Well, when y'all went got Saquon, it changed everything.
The thing about it is they didn't fire him. We won the Super Bowl. It was an emotional response.
It's the Giants. It's the Giants' fault too, by the way. You know.
So
look, man, I love that we're gonna be on Hard Knocks, the entire division.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
I didn't personally. I'm not a Hard Knocks guy in terms of having my team up there. I've never wanted my team showcased on Hard Knocks. It's a distraction, honestly.
They never were on it.
No, we've never been on it before.
We hadn't been until last year either.
Yeah,
Cowboys.
We don't know any parts of that shit.
It's amazing what a winning can do to you, Louis. You know,
you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice when you start winning, bro.
Honestly, all the NFL teams have to do this.
I thought
all of them
teams had to go to Hard Knocks, though. That's
supposedly.
The Giants put this off for years. The Giants put it off for years, but they had to do it. Like every NFL team has to be on the show at some point or another.
Well, they changed the rules last year. So, like for instance, this year the Bills are on it. Right. The rule used to be if you had you had been in the playoffs at least once in the last 2 years, you didn't have to be up there. If you had a new coach, you didn't have to be up there. Or if you had been on the show in the last decade, you didn't have to be up there. Right.
Yeah.
So they scrapped that because that shrunk the pool to like 4 or 5 teams every year. Because every year you got 7 or 8 teams with new coaches. So that would rule teams out. And then, if you made the playoffs like you did a couple years ago, 2022, right? So that allowed you to say no for the last 2 years, right? Because you made the playoffs in 2022. So that would shrink the pool, and then you would get recurring teams like Dallas being up there for the 5th time, and then you would end up having teams up there that nobody wanted to see, like the Bucks. With Jameis Winston, and you're like, okay, all right, what are we doing here? So they changed the rules. So now, because the division is doing it, we don't have to do it for the next, I think, 7 years. We don't have to do none of the teams on Hard Knocks.
They're going to want to do us again, watch. They're
going to put every division up there. But, yeah, I mean, come on now. This is going to probably be the highest rated one, I would guess. Last year's was pretty good, but it's going to pale in comparison to ours.
Well, of course. Yeah. Because, number one, the Cowboys draw. It doesn't matter.
For sure.
Yeah. Not only do the Cowboys have a huge fan base, they have a huge hater fan base.
Hey.
So they get those views too. Your
huge
most loyal viewers are your haters, without question.
Oh,
right?
yeah. They definitely got
the Eagles
got
won
the
a Super
Floyd
Bowl, right?
Mayweather
The
effect.
Eagles are Super Bowl champions. The Commanders are a young and up and coming team. You got Jaden Daniels. He's excited. They went to the NFC Championship game for the first time in 35 years. And the Giants are the New York market. This should be the highest viewed Hard Knocks, and this is the best division in football.
I think the Eagles have a whole lot of haters too as of lately, but nothing is like the Cowboys hate. Everybody hates the Cowboys.
I mean, Arizona Cardinal fans hate the Cowboys. Like Arizona Cardinal fans don't care, but we hate the Eagles, no question about it. Nobody hates the Eagles more than me. Okay, we know this. Yeah. But like Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans hate the Cowboys. Saints fans hate the Cowboys. Like they don't really care about the Giants, the Eagles, or the Commanders. They don't care what we're doing. But everybody hates Dallas.
Yeah, they're one of
the Tampa fans hate the Eagles, and the Saints fans they hate the Eagles.
But why?
The Eagles, they don't hate the Eagles. They beat you guys.
They hate us though. We got smoke. We got smoke with Tampa. We got smoke with Tampa.
Well, y'all got smoke with Tampa. They're like, yeah, bring them on.
Bring them on.
They're like, why don't we get to play them?
Let us play them.
Tampa worried about Washington, you know what I'm saying? Right. They ain't worried about the Eagles, man.
That's right.
Tell me, you know I'm telling the truth.
I don't think so.
All right.
So we'll see.
With that said, let's dive into this schedule, man. Let's take a look at it, man. This is fun, man. First of all, look at all this color. Look at all this color in the division, man. This is fun, right?
You made this, Lou?
No. Of course not. I tried to make it. I'm gonna make one next year. But I was in the process of making it when the schedule was coming out, but it was a lot. I just go to my guy at Nerding on NFL or at Ozzy NFL. They do a great job with this.
It's a good graphic.
Yeah. So they do a great job with this every year, man. They kill it. So why reinvent the wheel when it's already rolling and spinning? So this is the division, and we'll start at the bottom with the Giants because I think they got the hardest division schedule in the division just off the start.
They're the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about win percentage wise. I'm just talking about the way your schedule is set up. Because like you said, we all play the same 12 teams. It's just the difference of 5 games. They're separating our schedules. However, your schedule, the way it's organized, is just like, who the hell did the Mars piss off? Because this shit is crazy right here. So Giants start off with at Washington and then at Dallas, right? So 2 division games on the road. We'll see how it turns out for them. If they can get one of those, if they get both of them, look out for the Giants. If they can go on the road and win one of these, they'll feel really good. Then you're home for Kansas City on a Sunday night. So you're playing against a team last year that won 12 games. We think Dallas is going to be improved. And then you're playing against the Super Bowl runner-up in your first 3 weeks, right? And you haven't beat Dallas since 1987. So
it's not true.
Beat Dallas since 87?
That's not true.
Yeah.
We haven't beat Dak since his rookie season.
But we beat Dallas
in 20.
In 10 years, they haven't beat.
We haven't beat Dak in 10 years.
So that's your first 3 opponents. Then you got the Chargers. That's a playoff team from last year, once again. So this is the first break in your schedule at New Orleans, right? We don't even know who their quarterback is going to be. That you have to win that game, right? You don't win that game, then you're on Thursday Night Football at home against Philly. And then
we never win that game. Even when we're good, we never win that game.
That's a loss more likely than not. Then you're at Denver. Oh my gosh. That I don't know who's playing quarterback for you at that point, because I'm thinking by that Philly game, Russell Wilson might be benched after this Philly game right here. Right?
Jackson will not start.
That could be Jameis. It might not be Jackson right now. It might be Jameis.
Jackson starts after the bye.
And then after at Denver, at Philadelphia. So let's just stop. And we're not even going to count San Francisco, who we think is going to be better this year as well. Let's just stop there.
How are they going to be better?
Huh? Who, the 49ers?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see them being as bad as they were banged up last year. Healthy Christian McCaffrey. You get your Brandon Ayuk back. I'd like to think that Trent Williams is healthy this year. I just like to think that they'll be back. I know they lost a lot of guys, but I just expect them to be a better football team because I like their coach. He does a really good job. And when they're not banged up, they usually are a good football team. So Philadelphia won the Super Bowl. Denver is a playoff team. Philadelphia won the Super Bowl again. New Orleans stinks. Playoff team in the Chargers. Super Bowl runner-up in the Chiefs. We think the Cowboys would be most vastly improved. And then a playoff team from the season ago in Washington. Nobody has a schedule that looks like that. No, none of us do. Like, that is a murderer's row schedule to start.
It's not. I don't think it's that bad.
Listen. I've said this, and I don't give a shit. I did this on Giants Collective too. I'm like, you can timestamp it. Tell me bad take. I said hottest take. You're gonna hear me. The Giants are beating the Chiefs in Week 3.
Again, that sounds good. And if you're right, everybody's gonna pat you. If you're wrong,
hot takes are not supposed to sound good.
Yeah. No.
Tell me what the Chiefs didn't blow anybody out last year at all. They won a bunch of their offense.
The Giants.
No, but the Giants defense is a lot better. Okay. Kansas City almost lost to Carolina. They got destroyed by Philadelphia. There's no reason the Giants can't hang with that team. Kansas City won a lot of games, blocked field goals, missed field goals. They won a ton of games by one possession.
Man, you really drinking the Kool-Aid like
that?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know what the hell has gotten into Bad Dog.
In October.
It must be the Knicks. I don't know what the hell's gotten into Bad Dog.
My basketball team.
Y'all don't have the firepower to get off on Spags the way y'all think y'all can, though. You know what I'm saying? The way you talking, y'all have the.
I'm not saying the offense is going to get off on.
That's what it's going to take.
But I think the defense is going to keep the Giants in that football game.
The defense, okay.
I think the Giants' defense is going to keep them in that football game.
I think the Giants' defense will be teetering around like top 8.
We'll see.
If they can hang, it really will look like this. If the Giants can find a way,
who's your DBs?
That's the problem right there.
If they can win one of those first games, the Giants are gonna have a lot of confidence because, especially if it's Dallas, because we haven't beat Dallas ain't beat Dak in 10 years. So if they can find a way to beat Dallas. I think it'll do a lot for their confidence.
They'll find a way.
But they have to find a way. They're not on paper. They're not better than Dallas.
No. I think the Week 1 win will give you confidence. I
do think
Week 1.
Hey, Law, you should have. That's when you were supposed to smoke every day. That's when you were supposed to play that one.
I think they could get him, man.
That's when you were supposed to play that one right there.
Well, I got that.
Because Bad Dog, if you're basing your argument off of the Chiefs barely squeaking by, that's true. But the way I feel about the Commanders is after Week 12, I don't really think they played nobody. You know what I mean? They played a lot of bad quarterbacks, a lot of bums, a lot of backups.
I'm not saying we can't beat Washington either.
But then Washington turned around and went to work in the playoffs. So, I guess that don't matter.
I was wondering where that was going because I was like, what's your point?
Yeah, they turned around and went to work in the playoffs. I mean, I can have that point because
you went to work in the playoffs. What's your point?
Yeah, what's your point? That's what
you went to work in the playoffs until the work went to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying. I just want to know
that's the point. That's the point. You went to work in the playoffs.
That didn't have nothing to do with the conversation we was having. You just
That's the ego. That's the ego way. We talking about regular season play though.
That's the Eagle way.
We're talking about regular season play though.
49ers at home, at the Bears, home for the Packers. I mean, this is not easy, bro. It is not easy. At Detroit, at New England on a Monday night, and then you got your bye week. You got the latest bye week that one can have. I mean, this is a shit schedule, bro. Straight up.
It's tough. But listen, man, if you're going in and you want to be a Giants fan and you want to be optimistic, you can be optimistic about a lot of stuff here. You can also be pessimistic about a lot of stuff. The Giants have a lot of changes.
Nobody's running around here being scared of the Broncos or the Chargers like that, bro. The Giants can get both of them.
I'm telling you, against Washington.
After that,
Washington both games. And the last time he played you, everybody was hurt in that second game. Okay, first game we didn't have a kicker. It doesn't mean we're going to win. Malik Neighbors dropped the 4th down pass that was at the 10-yard line. We don't know how it happens. What would have happened? But they were in that game. Their defense is vastly improved this year. There's film on Jaden Daniels. The Giants should be healthy week 1. We're not going to be beat up. So I like that the toughest part of our schedule should be when our team is at its healthiest and freshest. If we're going to make anything out of the season, I'd rather it be like that than face these teams at the end of the year when you might have an injury or two or guys are beat up and they're tired. If we're ever going to get out of this gauntlet and maybe win 4 of these freaking first 9 games, and get to 4-5. Like that'd be huge for the Giants if they could get out of this 4-5 or 4-6, honestly, because I do think it lets up a little bit. We have a very tough schedule, but you can look at it optimistically like that. We always play Washington well. Not saying I do think we can beat Washington without question. Dallas is always, I don't know, we can't beat Dallas. I don't know what the hell to say.
Come on with it. Yeah.
But I do think we can hang with Kansas City. I do think that we can hang with the Chargers. I definitely think we can beat New Orleans. Philly on Thursday night, we could be the best team in the damn world. We never beat Philly on Thursday night. I remember the last time we beat Philly on Thursday night. It's been a long time.
It's in Philly?
Minnesota. No, that game's actually in New York.
You pull it up.
What's the other? San Francisco. I don't know what San Francisco is. I don't really know what they are going into this year. Chicago, I think we can beat Chicago. I love Caleb Williams. I'm a big Caleb Williams fan, but I think we can beat them. At Detroit, probably not happening. New England, again, they're going to be improved, but they're not good either. Minnesota, who knows where that's going to be a rookie quarterback. Who knows what JJ McCarthy's going to bring?
You got to read.
You gotta read that one.
Let me crack your cranium.
I thought it was the mortar. Don't try to. Well, in Afghanistan, you get the red flashing for the mortar. I saw that red.
Hold on one second. You know what time it is.
Incoming.
You know what time it is, right? You know what time it is, right? King of Bluegrass. You know what time it is, right?
Yeah.
Man, Bluegrass with the doobie.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Gotta be a Commander fan. Got to be.
One more time.
Way to represent. Love it, man. Shout out to my guy, King of the Bluegrass. We're gonna get to that one in a little bit.
Bag Wars.
Yes, yeah.
That's a real that's a real man his word too.
Yeah.
After we put hands, feet, elbows, kneecaps on y'all, he came through and slid me 100 in the next stream.
Somebody did that.
Is he a Commanders fan?
He a real man his
He's a
word.
Commander fan.
He ain't like Terrence.
Yeah.
Oh my man!
Somebody did that in my
hey,
stream.
Bluegrass, man. But go ahead and pay Terrence debt off, damn it.
Nah. That ain't Bluegrass. That's the
play. do me a solid, man.
The next game, man. Somebody came back in there, and I don't even remember the guy. He's like, "Bad, I'm a man of my word." He gave me $100. He's like, "I told you if you beat the Celtics, I give you $100." I don't even remember.
He didn't think y'all was gonna do it.
No, he's like, if you beat the Celtics, I'll give you $100. I didn't even remember him doing it. And he's like, I didn't even remember him saying it. He's like, I'm a man of my word. I'm like, you are a man of your word because I don't even remember you.
Sounds like a Commander fan to me.
That's a Celtics.
We all individually have diehard supporters, love them to death. But collectively, the Super Friends had some of the best supporters in the game, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
It's because the division is the best in football. Man.
I believe the directors of Hard Knocks they disrespectful for not even letting us have an appearance, some sort of cameo.
Come on with it. Just have us somewhere over there. Come on with it.
They probably seen this and said, "Oh, we should do the NFC East."
Yeah, they probably did. I'm going to tell you this. When I did the Super Friends thing, it wasn't even called the Super Friends. It was just an NFC Roundtable. When I created this during COVID, nobody did this shit. Right. Nobody did one of these. And then everybody did it, including like the beat writers said, oh, we got an Eagles beat writer and a Commanders beat writer and a Giants beat writer. I'm like, you fuckers all stole my brainchild. But nobody, like Louis T says, nobody does it like we do.
We had a thing. Nobody does it. Yeah. Who got that?
Stop, thief! Come back, thief!
Okay, I got you right now.
That was the wrong one,
Yeah.
I got to
know they never will be.
They'll never be the original.
It's a vibe in the whip. It is right. That's a vibe right there.
Yeah, it's a whole full vibe right there.
That's a vibe in the whip.
That's right.
So you finish up the season with Dallas in week number 18.
And we should be at Las Vegas.
We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't sleep on Vegas with Gino and Genty. We'll see what they talking about. I mean, that's the end of the season, so who knows where they'll be at that point.
Why are you trying to scare the Giants fans so much?
I'm like, bro, that's a brutal schedule, bro.
It is really
that's
brutal. No Giants fans get nice. I think our opponents
schedule, bro.
They legit have a 3-win season.
Neither one of our schedules nobody else's schedule in the division look like that.
because you guys have the Giants. But like I said, man, trying to be as optimistic as I can, there is games there that the Giants can steal. And it's because the offense isn't going to be – we're not going to be the Bills, let's be honest. This is the best quarterback room Brian Daboll's had to work with in years. Brian Daboll has a very intricate – I mean, it's not saying much, I get it. His playbook is very intricate. Russell Wilson, dude, is going to Canton. He has played in 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. He's a veteran. He understands pre-snap reads. He knows where the mic is. He knows where the will is. He can make audibles at the line of scrimmage.
Facts.
He can throw guys open. He can anticipate. And he throws the fucking ball down the field. Fuck it. Leaks down there somewhere. We didn't have this shit. I'm not sitting here saying that we're going to be this extravagant offense. But if the Giants' offense can be average with the way our defense should be, with the way it is on paper, there's no reason to think the Giants can't compete with these teams and maybe sneak out a couple of games here. So there's no reason to think that the Giants, if everything breaks right, if they stay healthy, that by the end of the year, they could easily be 6-7 at the bye and have an outside shot at the postseason.
I think
if
the Giants
go bad,
then
we're going to be back where we were. What's up?
The Giants should sign Keenan Allen.
I don't know, man. Keenan Allen's I'd rather get a Gabe Davis. He's only 26. I don't really know. Keenan Allen's not going to be the future of the Giants. I think Keenan Allen's more of a
either is rest. Y'all just trying to stack some wins.
Come on with it, man.
I think Keenan Allen's is a piece for a team that's like better prepared to like compete for a Super Bowl. I think he's like an extra type of guy. The Giants aren't really in a position to take a guy like that. I'd rather just go with a Gabe Davis, but I'm hoping Jalen Hyatt takes a step forward this year. Russ really likes him. Russ will throw the ball deep to him. We know Jalen Hyatt's not the best route runner. He's pretty much just a straight-on speed guy. And when you had a guy like Daniel Jones or Drew Lock or Tim Boyle or Tommy DeVito or whoever the hell it was throwing the ball, they ain't utilizing his best asset, which is just that straight-on deep speed. Russ will do that. So, again, I know our schedule is tough as shit. I mean, I'm not blind. I understand, and we're not a very good team. It's obvious we won 3 games, but I think this team is – vastly improved. I think there's a lot of swagger, a lot of different personalities in that quarterback room. And I think that it's really going to help Jackson Dart. And I think that the Giants' attitude is a little bit different this year. So we'll see how it plays out. It's May. I'm always optimistic in May, bro.
We'll give you a crazy combo trade right now. Jalen Tolbert, Mozzie Smith, Kenneth Murray for Dexter Lawrence.
I don't want any of that shit. We took Josh Wilson. That's better than any guy you just mentioned.
give us Dexter Lawrence, boy. We go straight.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you
the Super Bowl. Then give me Dexter.
I'll give you
Lawrence.
Jalen Hyatt. I'll give you Tyrone Tracy, and we'll give you. Who else we gonna give you? We'll give you Micah McFadden. You send over CeeDee Lamb.
Oh hell no! Hell no!
You know I love CeeDee Lamb.
I already know.
So if the Giants have the toughest schedule in the division, the Cowboys, I think, have the best chance to start fast, but they have the toughest pocket in the division in a 3-game stretch. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But your schedule starts with at Philadelphia, obviously week 1, Thursday night to kick off the NFL season. You're home for
go ahead.
Hey, so in
sacrifice.
In week 1, you get the Eagles. Week 2, so you start off with just like the Giants do. You start off with 2 straight divisional games.
Right.
Kick off your season. You're home for the Giants in week 2. At Chicago, week 3. Home for Green Bay on a Sunday night. That should be a big one in the NFC. At the Jets, at Carolina. If you don't come out of this stretch 4-2, you could be in some trouble this year.
It gets worse after that.
I mean, it do.
That's not hard. That's not a hard stretch at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gets worse after that.
It gets
it's one pocket. It's one pocket. Pocket.
They gave us 2 buys, though. They gave us a bye week 2, and then they gave us. Oh, my bad. My bad, dog.
Because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen, right?
What's gonna happen, man?
You're playing Philadelphia week 1. They're going to tenderize that Dallas meat.
So the Niners going to soften up those doggone Eagles real good. Tenderize that Philly meat real good.
Come on, Lord.
So the Niners going to
Hey, who got that? Who got that on their
You walked right into that one.
Who got that on
Right
their
into that one.
Hey,
why do I hear myself talking?
hey,
to
look,
myself,
man. I'm telling you, boy, that's crazy, man.
So the Niners are gonna go up
Hey,
to Miami.
Hey,
Yeah.
so after that, you got Washington at home, at Denver, home for Arizona. For some reason, that's on a Monday night. Some reason, Arizona, boy, y'all don't know how to beat them. Y'all can't solve.
He can't beat Dino Murray, man. That dude right there,
He
boy.
definitely upped his game to play Dallas. For some
He be
reason.
blessing y'all, man.
He never lost. He literally never lost in AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
From high school,
yeah,
and from college and beyond.
Yeah,
he
usually turn up against y'all for whatever reason, man.
Yeah.
Bye week in week 10, and then so you got two Monday night games sandwiched in between, a bye sandwich in between those two games on Monday night. So you at Vegas on a Monday night.
That's a home game for us.
Yeah, anybody that's going to either LA or Vegas in this division should be able to turn that into a home contest.
Game.
Yeah. Then you got the Eagles again for the second time, week 12. I wonder why y'all never played Philadelphia on Thanksgiving.
Right.
That never happened. You play the Giants all the time. You play us all the time. You never play Philadelphia on Thanksgiving.
I can't even remember the last time we played on Thanksgiving.
Bro, I can't remember the last time y'all played for Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Now, next year, if we play the Eagles on Thanksgiving, we're gonna have to tell the NFL to run us that check. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But by us playing at home versus Philly, keep this in mind. The craziest part of that schedule is 3 games in 11 days.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Y'all always get this
because
y'all play, they usually bless y'all with the Thursday Thanksgiving and then the Thursday after that. So they did that again here, right? This is the toughest stretch of your season. This is the toughest pocket, I think, in the entire division. Home for Philly, home for Kansas City on Thanksgiving, and then at Detroit on a Thursday night. I don't think it gets anybody's 3-game stretch gets any tougher than that. We don't know what Minnesota's going to be, but they won 14 games last year, but I'm not counting them in this pocket right here. But Super Bowl champion, the team they beat, and the team that had the best record in the NFL last year in a 3-week stretch. That's brutal right there. So
that's the 3 games in 11 days.
Well,
as parts of it, yeah.
No.
On the front end, but go ahead.
Yeah. They got, so these are spread out in week increments, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. So it's still all spread out. No, you're right. It is. This is because that 30th game is really the 27th. 27th, I believe. So yeah, that's that.
And then
Kansas
the other
City
December,
game is,
December what, 3rd?
Yeah.
December 4th.
Yeah.
They try to make it easier for us with the home games, but it's still it's brutal though when you look at it.
That's tough. Yeah, nah, that's accurate. So it is Eagles, then the 27th, and then like the 4th or something like that, or the 3rd or whatever. So yeah, that's 3 games in what you say, 11 days.
11 days, 3 games.
And the opponents don't make it any easier either. That is brutal, bro. Then you got the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. So y'all go Thursday on Thanksgiving. Y'all go Thursday again, Thursday Night Football. Then y'all go Monday night. That's 3 prime timers in a row. Excuse me, standalone games in a row. That is crazy right there. And then you go Chargers at Chargers or home for Chargers. So you got this is a wicked stretch here where you actually play 4 games out of 5 at home. So you got to take care of this home cooking right here because you got 4 games out of 5 at the Crizzo.
Yeah.
And you finish up at Washington, at the Giants. At Washington, obviously, is on Christmas Day. And then at the Giants to finish up your season. I think it's imperative that you get off to a fast start.
Yeah. Yeah, and then hopefully that last game we resting folks. No offense to you, man, my guy, Bad Dog, but that's
you're not gonna be resting folks. You're not gonna be that good where you're resting folks.
Hopefully,
that last game of the season is what's gonna put us ahead of you in the division. I'm telling you right now.
Oh my!
I'm telling you, man. You're gonna be. You and I are gonna switch spots here.
Hey, who's in charge of this order? Why I'm at the bottom now? Come on now. Oh, hold on now. You got to rearrange.
My bad, man. You're right.
He's favor next year. See, that was a Freudian slip.
Where you belong.
I'm telling
you. You belong right there, Bad Dog.
My bad, man. My bad. That was definitely a mistake.
Freudian slip. Lou knows. Lou knows.
You know what's going to happen, though? Because even though I'm talking about Bad Dog, we went and got us a dog, though. I named him George. George! Down, boy, down. I got a dog named George now, man.
GP, are you with me?
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait for us to break down who's the best tandem now at wide receiver in this division, because all of a sudden, from one week to another, boy, we didn't change.
Y'all ain't go to number one.
Yeah, we don't have a tandem. Our tandem is Malik Neighbors and Malik Neighbors.
Right.
Wait. What you trying to say? What you trying to say, man? What you trying to say? We ain't two?
You two.
You two.
You two. Okay.
You two. You ain't one.
If George Pickens saying that he's not A2 and he's more of a 1B, 1A, then can we in the Eagles work out something whereas we can be 1B, 1A? Come on with it. 1B, 1A. Come on, Eagles. Come on with it.
Absolutely not.
It can't happen, man. Y'all got a long way to go for you to even talk like that.
If there wasn't a gap between CD and Terry, you would still be 3. George Pickens, he's good. He don't make that much of a difference where you could jump all the way to number 1. You lucky there's a gap between CD and Terry.
Wait till George Pickens blows up the locker room because he ain't getting the ball.
In 2023, he had more yards than Smitty and as well as your boy Terry in 2023. Well, so
in 2023, Smitty was in a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Was he?
What like 100 yards receiving in a bowl?
You talking about 2024, right? You ain't talking about 2023, right? I'm talking about
last year.
Listen, Smitty been in 2 Super Bowls.
I know Smitty been in 2, but yeah, he been
ain't on that type of level, man.
He's been blessed with having, dare I say, AJ next with him. He's been blessed to have a tandem his entirety of his career, right?
No, he didn't. He broke Deshaun Jackson rookie receiving yard record without AJ. We wouldn't have got AJ after that.
After they realized that he needed help, right?
I mean, we tried to win a Super Bowl. That's what you want to go.
So
if you try to win the Super Bowl, you go.
That's why you're gonna have the tandem with C Dangerous Lamb and Mike Dog over here. But George now.
The difference is y'all not trying to win a Super Bowl. The difference is Jerry Jones got bullied into doing that. Y'all not ready to win a Super Bowl.
What you mean by that?
He got bullied into doing that. He got to please the crowd. Y'all not set up to win no bowl. Your trenches ain't right. You ain't got no running back. That's how you win Super Bowls.
Well, we do got a collective talent of running backs right now. It's the unknown with us on the running backs. You're right with that. I can't definitively talk about our running game compared to what you guys got over there. I can't definitively stand.
I mean, there's definitely no comparison when you talk about the kingdom as compared.
I don't think there's any team.
You got the grass where the animals grazing at below the kingdom.
There's no team in this division that can compete with the Eagles' running game. None.
Yeah.
Not even close.
And the quarterback play a big part in that because the threat of him keeping the ball.
Yeah, he's a damn good runner too with the ball. That's why we try to close out the tush and the push. But even though it's going to still be here, my stance on this, just allow it to happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
You talking about the tush push?
Yeah.
We saw the Avengers try to form against us. You know what I mean? We saw the whole league against the Philadelphia Eagles. The damn commissioner, he's a hater too.
I bet you ain't gonna do it too many times on Frankie Louisville though over there in Washington. Yeah.
What? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Everybody getting the tush push. Frankie Doodoo included. Marshawn Pamplemore, Frankie Doodoo. They don't got nobody over there.
They gave us the blueprint on how to stop.
They the weakest. They the easiest team to do it on.
We stopped you more than anybody in the division.
They the easiest team to do it on.
Shut that shit up.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of which. Last time we were here, I made a statement that LB got in his feelings about. I watched this little video after the schedule came out, right? I watched this video. It was like 27 minutes long. He talked about the Eagles schedule for 6 minutes and the Commanders schedule for 17 minutes.
Wow.
On his own show, right? We that ingrained in the Eagles DNA.
No.
They got to talk about us, right?
I'm gonna tell you the rules. Why you trying to make it seem like y'all living rent free somewhere?
I'm just look, man. I would never talk about the Eagles on the Commanders show
you
can.
Because you can.
Why would I do that?
Because you can.
Why would I waste?
When you win a Super Bowl, you could talk about whatever you want. I could talk about
whatever,
make fun of y'all for how
you
long
got to tell yourself to make you feel better. All right,
it's okay. I can talk about the team.
It's all right. But when I was here the last time, I told y'all that the league was trying to push, and I didn't say that he was already the face. I didn't say that, but of course, Eagles fans got in their feelings like they always do. I said the league is trying to push Jaden Daniels as the face of the NFC to be the equivalent of Patrick Mahomes in the AFC, and I said we're going to get. I said 6 primetime games is what I said.
Right.
We got 8 primetime games or standalone games, right?
So we're about to talk about your schedule now.
Yep, we're up now.
For the longest we've been doing this stream, the division winner go first. We won a Super Bowl. How dare we go last?
No, say the best for last.
How dare we go? First of all, let's get that part right.
We saved the best for last.
Best for last. You the best.
Go ahead.
If you want to go in front of us, if you want to go in front of us,
don't jinx it. LB, you about to jinx it.
Talk about your schedule.
If you want to go in front of us, I will move out of the way.
This the delusion. This how important. That's how important he think the Commanders are. The Commanders have had the privilege of dying a Spartan's death. Y'all so happy to die.
Listen.
LB didn't care about the order we went until we got to the
Commanders.
No.
He didn't care until we got to the Commanders. I thought. First of all, I was doing 2 different things at once. First of all, and then I thought we just gonna talk about the brutality of the Giants' schedule. Then we're gonna move on. You know, I thought it was a talking point, but I see we're gonna go last. We're gonna go last. That's cool. But the banner gonna hang regardless.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sip my water.
The banner gonna hang regardless.
I wouldn't have thought. Who would have thought? Not me.
The banner gonna hang regardless. Go ahead. Let's talk about the Commander schedule.
You sure? Let's talk about the Eagles, man, because he really want to talk about the Eagles first before.
You know what?
Let's talk about the Eagles.
How about
the Eagles got 7 standalone games.
That's
only
cool.
Teams with 8.
That's cool.
Is M Pimp Juice and us, right? But let's talk about the Eagles. They start the season off banner night, dropping the banner against the Dallas Cowboys, week 1. At home. That should be a fun one, man. That one should be fun. It would be amazing if the Dallas Cowboys could go into Philadelphia and steal one in week 1.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Everybody on this panel, as much as y'all don't like the Eagles, y'all know that's not going to happen.
It's not happening. I don't think it's going to happen.
Everybody knows it's going to happen. They can't stop the run, so they'll die a brutal death of watching Saquon Barkley and AJ Dillon do whatever they want.
Okay, we'll see.
The importance about the whole importance in the nuance surrounding the primetime games, I've come to a conclusion about all of this stuff. As of lately, I've realized that it just doesn't simply matter. None of that matters. I think losers who have nothing else to cheer for want to be seen. We care about parades and banners in Philly. No. It's a shame that's what the game has come to. We talking about what player is on the graphic. Yep. What play, we talk about my guy is on the graphic. That's what Washington guys happy about. My guy is on the graphic. Well, shit, you only got one guy to put on the graphic.
Right.
Who else is going to be?
But when we asked you,
Bobby Wagner, old ass.
This is
who
what
else is going to be.
This the part.
You only got one guy to put on the graphic.
That's a good point.
When we start a conversation, it's about one thing, and this is what Eagles fans do because y'all have a hard time sticking to the topic. You know, y'all are a lot like Shaq, right? When the conversation first starts, listen.
You finish.
Y'all are a lot like Shaq.
Talk yourself to sleep.
So when a conversation starts, y'all think y'all right, but y'all so damn stupid that y'all rarely are right. So when the shit goes sideways and you realize this argument isn't going the way you thought it was going to go. You go all the way back to either 55, 23, or you go to championships. We weren't.
That's all that matters.
No, it's not. That's not the conversation.
At the end of the day, and I did. And
that's what you always do.
Nobody went there. Nobody went there. We're saying that nothing else matters.
That's all y'all do. That's
what else matters. What the hell else supposed to do?
Listen. The conversation the last time we were talking, right, was me bringing up what the league was trying to do. It wasn't a slight at the Eagles, but that's that short man complex that y'all have. Y'all won the Super Bowl, yet y'all arguing with other teams for what? What do you need to argue for? You got a Super Bowl. You shouldn't be arguing with us.
You don't know what it feels like. You think we arguing with you. You think we're arguing with you, but you're talking up. We just hear losers screaming up at us. There's nobody else up there with us.
All we were trying to tell you was this is what the league is looking to do. Right? They got a superstar. They see Jaden Daniels and what he is. He's one of them ones. Right. Your guy is a 425 America's Game of the Week quarterback. My guy is a primetime quarterback. It's a difference. Cool. It's levels to this shit. That's all we were trying to say.
That's cool.
Right?
That's cool.
So,
and then the rebuttal to that would be, we don't care because we are Super Bowl champions. And that's so why can't we say that? You could be happy. You could be happy about having a popular guy, a guy that everybody likes.
No, because that's not what you were saying.
About winning the Super Bowl.
That's not what you were saying. You was over here talking, well, my guy's on the Met Gala. I was like, what kind of bullshit? What kind of bullshit is that? You a grown-ass man talking about somebody on the Met Gala? What are you, a thespian now?
It's the truth.
Who was he wearing on the red carpet? Who was he wearing on the red carpet? I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about a collision sport. You bringing up the Met Gala?
You are talking about. You're talking about your guy being on the graphic of the NFL. Right, they counting down to 100 days.
Something to do with football.
What are you talking about?
That has something to do with football.
And winning Super Bowls, and winning Super Bowls boosts your visibility. And winning Super Bowls boosts your visibility. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
You won the Super Bowl.
You wouldn't know nothing about that. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
Look, he mad. Why you mad, LB?
Nobody's mad.
Well, why these guys got to play 2 of the last 3 weeks? Why don't they play right away?
I think the league
right away.
It should have been Eagles Washington week 1.
You know what? And I thought that it should have been Eagles Washington. Then I come to a realization that the Commanders fan base don't deserve it. They too happy.
Listen,
they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Eagles and Cowboys is box office. Eagles and Commanders is not box office. Y'all ain't get to that level yet to be on banner night. Y'all not fucking banner night material. So you know what the NFL gonna do? The NFL gonna send y'all to Spain. Go to Spain as a test subject. Go to Spain. Go to Spain and test the market out of Spain. Y'all not about to drop no banner.
They sent us to Spain to be an ambassador for the game.
They sent y'all to Spain.
See that? They got one of the biggest. They got one of the biggest stars in Spain wearing Jaden Daniels jersey. That's what they doing. You're not wearing a
grown ass man. You're a grown ass man worrying about who wearing a Jaden Daniels jersey. I'm just telling you what's going on. Worrying about who wearing a Jaden Daniels jersey.
Hey, I'm not the one talking about Met Gala. I'm just talking about. I ain't talking about who wearing what on the red carpet. My man at the Met Gala. What are you talking about? My man at the Met Gala. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He was on Men's Health magazine because he was Super Bowl MVP.
Are we talking about who's on Men's Health magazine? What is he talking about? Let's go through the schedule. Let's go through. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Hey, calm down.
When did the Eagles go to Australia? I thought the Eagles went to Australia at some point.
Let's talk about the schedule, man. You wanted to go before me. Let's talk about the schedule. You got the Chiefs in week 2. You thought it was going to be prime time, right? You thought it was going to be prime time. Everybody else in the division got the Chiefs on prime time. Even the lowly Giants.
But this is the Eagles. The Eagles and the Chiefs don't need to be prime time because it's going to be must-see TV regardless.
Okay.
Whatever time you play that week, they're going to watch the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Oh my goodness. Guess what?
What do you mean?
When I play that week, it's one of 8 standalone games, so they don't have an option.
What's more prime?
I can watch another game. What's
more prime time?
I can watch another game at 4:25.
What are you talking about?
You gonna watch Dallas in New York at 4:25?
I can watch Dallas in New York.
There you go.
Prime time regular season games. That's your arguing point.
I can watch a whole nother game. You can't watch.
And Jalen Hurts been in 2 games. where Rihanna performed at halftime and Kendrick Lamar performed at another one. What's more prime time than that? What are you talking about, bro?
That's nice.
What are you talking? I know it's nice.
Really nice.
You'll never experience it as a content creator. When are you going to have a video that says your team won the Super Bowl? When are you going to have one of those?
I got one of those coming.
When?
I got one of them coming too. It's cyclical.
Let us know. Let us know.
It's in the numbers.
Yeah.
Mine comes a little frequently around here. This happened frequent to me. When is it going to happen to you?
Yeah. And when it does,
it's going to happen to you.
And
when it does, you can finally stop being happy.
It's going to be
2028 for us.
Being happy about prime games.
Hey,
when is it going to happen for you?
You ain't going to even want to be on this panel if it happens for us. Okay? You trust me, you already know how it's going to get.
When you going to go to a parade in D.C.?
It's going to be a parade in my city, yeah.
When you going to go to a parade in D.C.?
Can we get through the schedule?
Hey, we had Michael Jackson in '93. We had Michael Jackson. My Cowboys had Michael Jackson in '93, dog. My Cowboys had Michael Jackson in '93.
You on here raising your voice? You ain't won a Super Bowl since '93. What are you talking about, man? Calm down.
Hey,
we had Whitney Houston perform the national anthem in our Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that was one of the greatest. That was one of the greatest renditions.
It is the greatest.
Who performed that Jaws?
Star Spangled Banner.
Who performed that Jaws, Lou? Who performed that Jaws?
Look, you want me to yell? I'm not going to yell at you, bro. I'm not going to yell.
Other than that, I'm trying to Tom Petty did. Tom Petty was our guy in 2007.
I'm trying to move on. They don't like when we hijack the show yelling at each other. We're not getting it.
Let me say this though. Low key, that Michael Jackson performance was dope.
I seem to see a lot. I see a lot of laughing emojis.
I see.
Nobody likes it.
Hey.
Yeah, that Michael Jackson.
Shout out to the over 1,280 of y'all out there in the comment section, man.
We hit 13,000 subscribers. By the way,
I meant to do that at the beginning of the show, man.
13K.
Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. Thank you for pushing us over that 13K mark, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Guess who wear 13 for the Cowboys? Ooh-wee.
55 on a fucking head top. They hurt
look, man. You the one talking about it. My guy made it to the NFC Championship game in his first year.
And what happened?
Like I said,
who they lose to?
Look, he lost to a better team.
Eagles didn't even put up 55 else in the postseason.
Let's drop it after this. Who sent y'all to Cancun? Let's drop it after that.
Yeah. Look, hey, we'll be back.
Just say we can move on.
We'll be back.
Who sent y'all to Cancun?
We'll be back.
Who sent y'all home?
Versus the Rams in week 3. I'm gonna do like you do. When I ask you a question, you won't never answer this shit. I'm gonna do you like you do me.
I want you to be a better example and answer mine.
No. I'm not gonna be a better man then. I tried to be a better man. I can't do it now. I can't do it now.
Who sent y'all home?
Versus the Rams in week 3. At Tampa Bay in week 4. You know what's crazy about this Eagles schedule is they don't get 2 consecutive home games the entire season. That's some bullshit from the NFL. Like, that's crazy that the team that won the Super Bowl doesn't get 2 consecutive home games the entire season.
Oh, wow, they don't?
It ain't gonna matter. First time in NFL history, it's not gonna matter.
That's crazy. That's
wild though, man.
That's wild. Disrespectful. That's crazy. At Tampa Bay week 4, which this is a tough stretch too. This first 4 teams won their division last year, or with the exception of Dallas, of course. But we think Dallas is going to be better. Same thing I said about the Giants schedule. At Kansas City, home for the Rams, and at Tampa Bay, right? That's a tough start for Philly because they always struggle against the Bucks. The best challenge they got last year in the playoffs was against the Rams, and we know Kansas City is going to be back with a vengeance. So that's a tough stretch. We was talking behind the scenes, and Law said if they come out of this thing 4-0, oh shit. Yeah, it's up and it's stuck, bro. Yeah, if they come out they can't come out of this shit undefeated, unscathed. If they do, it's up and it's stuck, bro.
What did I say?
If we come out,
I don't care how they start. I want them out when it matters. They're going to the playoffs. It don't matter what they start off those first 4 games. Get them the hell out of there.
If they come out of this stretch, this is arguably their toughest stretch of the season. And then the final 3, but we don't know what them games gonna mean at the big. Buffalo can have a division sewn up and don't need it in week 17. They got us twice. Who knows what the hell we on? What the hell our situation is? We can't say that's gonna be a tough stretch. What we do know is at the beginning of the season, this shit is tough. You're playing 3 division winners in a row, 2 of which are on the road. So and a place that they've struggled in for the last 5-6 years straight. So this is a tough stretch. If they come out of this 3-1, 4-0, which is very possible they could be 3-1, but if they come out of this 4-0, oh shit, here we go.
But here's what I'm looking at their schedule. They gave them a good fluff in week 6. And I'm not beating you up. Yeah, I'm not beating you up.
I think the whole schedule.
No, listen, we don't match up.
Why would they do that? They got them playing the Giants.
We play Philadelphia on Thursday every year. There's always a Thursday night game against Philadelphia somewhere in our schedule.
I think so.
Then they go to a bye
because I thought they wasted an opportunity.
I see what you're saying. You're saying Giants, Minnesota, then Giants, then a bye.
Then a bye.
That's where you're gonna get your shit off. If you come off struggling, like let's say you start 2-2 and then Denver sneak in there on some Carolina shit from last year, but they actually get the job done, and you 2-3. Right. This is your chance to get your shit off and get back to 500 and then back to 5-3 before the bye. Right.
I love the schedule for us because if you want the smoke, come see us early. Dallas, KC, the Rams can't stand us. Tampa Bay, this all people we got issues with. Denver, come on.
It's a favorable schedule on the back end, But keep going.
The Giants, Minnesota Giants, it start getting favorable to me.
It's not necessarily favorable, but it can be. I mean,
can be. Yeah.
At Green Bay isn't going to be easy. We don't know how they're going to be playing at that point, but they're
going to be well rested though, coming off of a bye.
I mean,
on a run first team, they're gonna run the ball. Coming off of a bye, the offensive line. You give it what I'm going.
Yeah. No, I mean you're not wrong, but it's also they get an extra day of rest. It's a Monday night game, so you never know. At home for Detroit on a Sunday night, that's gonna be a big one. I mean, we don't know what Detroit's gonna be this year, but because they lost both their coordinators, but that's gonna be a fun one right there, man. At Dallas, that should be fun. I mean, this is a tough stretch right here. Like this isn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. Again, 2 out of 3 of these are on the road. Then Black Friday against Chicago. We don't know what the Bears are going to be. That could be a fun game potentially. We'll see.
They're gonna be painting fingernails. They'll be painting that brother fingernails over there.
At the Chargers on a Monday night. So you see all this color right up in here. 4 out of 5 weeks, the Eagles are the only show in town, man. That's 4 prime timers or 4 standalone games. The
Eagles are gonna win 13 games this year. I ain't worried about nobody on that schedule.
And then at the Chargers on a Monday night, that's gonna be a fun one over there. Justin Herbert and company, they'll be fighting, I think, for that division. So that's going to be a big one there. Home for Vegas, and then at Washington on a Saturday, at Buffalo, and then home for Washington again. I thought they missed an opportunity, but I know why they did it. Now that Hard Knocks has come out, they put us against them twice because they want to feature that on the show.
They want to be a split. They want to paint a story like a revenge type.
Did y'all watch the Hard Knocks with the AFC North?
No, I haven't watched.
So if you watch it, then you understand how they set this up, how the dynamic. Like they really focus the episodes. If 2 teams are playing each other, they focus the episode on those 2 teams, and then they'll pan in on the other 2 teams. But the episode is mainly about the 2 teams playing against each other.
So how are they going to do week 1? We're all playing against each other week 1.
So it's not starting until week 14. It doesn't start till December. They don't start. So what I think the first episode will start with all of us because we all play on primetime in week 13, that Thanksgiving week. We all play on primetime. Eagles got Black Friday, Cowboys got Thanksgiving, you got Monday night, we got Sunday night. So I think they're going to show,
you got to wait all the way damn near to next year to get your revenge. Why they just couldn't move that first Washington game?
I don't.
When you guys are arguing, I said, well, why don't they play earlier in the year?
I hate it. Nobody thinks this is a great idea to have us play them twice. Because what I think the league wasted an opportunity with is because you don't know if those games are going to matter or not. You don't know. We could get to the end of this season and one of us could not need the game. One of us could already be out of it.
That's the same situation the Eagles and the Cowboys were always in, though. They always put the Eagles and the Cowboys game late in the season, and then it end up not mattering to one of the 2 teams.
Yeah, that shit is dumb. Like it's okay that final game of the season. Okay, I get it. If we would have played y'all in say week 8, and then the other one was week 18. Okay, cool. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Like that final game just didn't matter. But the first one, like you get to week 16, it could, and you know what they're hoping is it's like how Minnesota and Detroit were last year, where that week 18 game
when it was for the division,
it was for the number 1 seed and the division. So they hoping it's some shit on it's on some of that type shit, and we'll see. But I think they wasted the opportunity.
I think we reading too much into it.
No, you guys should have played prime time week 6 against the Washington versus the Eagles week 6 and put the New York Giants at the back end of the schedule on that one.
Washington should have took Dallas' place and dropping the banner.
Washington plays the Bears on prime time every year.
We have played them on prime time 3 out of the last 4 years. We didn't play them on prime time last year. A couple of years ago, it's like, why? You're like, the first 2 games.
Last year, I get it. The first 2 picks in the draft, and that wasn't a prime time.
That wasn't a prime time game,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But it was a 4-20. It was a great game.
It was a great finish. The game was a great game. Right? It was a great finish to the game. But
I thought the game overall was pretty damn good.
I mean, it was 9-0 going into the fourth quarter, man. It was.
I like those games, man.
Hey,
I like them defense.
It was crazy, bro. If we had not thrown that, I remember LB texted me because he thought the game was over. He was talking so much shit. I was mad as hell because
it was over. It was over.
The Bears fans was talking so much shit because they wanted Caleb to be better than Jaden so bad in the rookie season, and that would have been a tough one to take, and then for it to happen the way that it happened, it was poetic justice because we ended their season. They didn't win another game until week 8. They lost 10 in a row. They were 4-2 coming into that game. That shit broke them. Literally, it broke them. So it happened the way that it was supposed to. So this Eagles schedule, I think it's just, I don't think there's a break other than week 6 through 8. I just think it's all throughout. It's a championship schedule. I really truly believe that. Like it's not a daunting schedule. I think the Giants schedule is tougher than theirs, but it's a schedule that's fit for a champ.
But if we were the Giants,
that
schedule wouldn't be hard to us because of who we are.
No, that's facts. It's a tough schedule because at Washington would be tough, but you wouldn't be looking at, or at Dallas would be tough, but you wouldn't be looking at it like, oh, we can't go to Dallas and win.
So this is where I gotta disagree that it's fit for a champion. No back-to-back home games is insane.
That's the only thing that I don't agree with. I can't believe that you don't have a sequence where you're at home 2 weeks in a row. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
But I think what they're doing is they're using the fact that how well we travel. I think that's a play for the NFL because they know we're going to go to a lot of these games regardless.
Yeah, that bandwagon. There's a lot of things when you win, man.
Yeah,
it gets bigger and bigger.
We've been a good but so we're all going to go to LA. Yeah. We're going to go to Tampa. Shit, we might go to Denver. We're going to go to New York. I don't know about Minnesota. We go to Green Bay. We're going to go to Detroit. We're going to go to Dallas. We're going to go to Chicago. Yeah, Vegas. Shit, everybody. That's the greatest thing you could.
I don't think you're going to be able to go into Green Bay and take over. They're a pretty rabid fan base. They usually box other fans out. Y'all going to get some fans in there.
Not take over, but it'll be, take over. Yeah.
That's. But yeah, no. I think this is a schedule fit for a champion, except for the not having back-to-back home games. That's wild to me.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot of traveling on the team. That's a lot. That's a lot of not sleeping in your own bed. We really gotta be locked in this year.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. I that's one thing I did not really like when I saw it. Like, is how the hell did y'all manage to do that? I'm
gonna do a video on the attendance to some of these stadiums that we're going to
see how y'all fare and travel,
to see how we help. Who are we going to be helping in these situations? Because there got to be something to that, because Eagles fans is not going to just sit home and watch these games for the most part. A lot of people going to still go to these games. So the NFL is benefiting from our schedule being like this in some way.
Maybe. I just, again, when you win the Super Bowl, you got to respect me more than that, man. You got to give me at least, like this little stretch right here where you play Minnesota and the Giants, that should have been 2 home games. Like this first Giants game should have been at home, right? And then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. And then the second one could have been on the road. And then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But they just, again, that's dumb. That don't make sense to me. But
that's a 2 hour. It's a 2 hour bus ride, but
it don't matter. Like you said, you still ain't. I mean,
sleep in your own
sleep
bed.
in your own bed. Like that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Like I said, I still think when it's all said and done, it's a tough schedule, but it's definitely doable for you guys. I don't see this. I think the beginning of the season is going to tell a lot. If y'all come out guns blazing and go 3-1, 4-0, which 3-1 is very possible because the only game. I mean,
they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose the first game, so yeah, they can win the rest of them. I see where you're going. Yeah,
I don't know, man. That first game, Law. I don't think it just ain't favorable for y'all.
Man, come on with it.
Respectfully, it just ain't favorable, man. You can't stop the run, man. We just gonna run the ball all day. Matt, drop.
All right, so this is what my research department came up with. Matt Eberflus been top 10 on stopping the run with Chicago Bears, and as well as when he was coaching for the Colts. And the other guy, Aaron Whitecotton, who we picked up from the Jets, he's been collectively top 7 and 8 on stopping the run. So I think that the personnel and the groups that we have, I think that we're going to be better as far as the schemes fit on stopping the run this year.
Did y'all have any additions in the defensive tackle area?
No.
Guys that can come in there and that's their specialty in stopping.
We got one glaring hole, and that's Mozzie. And most of the time, it takes 3 years for defensive tackles to come around the way. It took Dexter Lawrence 3 years before he started blossoming. And I got my guy down below. I'm not calling Mozzie Dexter Lawrence, though. You know what I'm saying? But it took him about 3 years.
Ain't nobody Dexter, sexy Dexy.
Yeah, sexy Dexy. Shout out to the Laws, but I think that we.
Y'all was 29th last year in rushing yards, giving up.
Right.
Like 170 something, close to 180 yards a game. I just think Saquon Barkley going to start the season making his fantasy owners real proud.
Nah, I feel you with that. But we are customarily to seeing Saquon Barkley. This last year was his first year beating us, by the way. He was also under that umbrella of losing to the Cowboys, especially for the last decade. So
that ain't on Saquon. That's on the team.
He's on a whole nother team.
As you can see, since Saquon Barkley has been unplugged from the Matrix, he's been running for 2,000 yards. This is a different Saquon Barkley we talk about, man. This ain't the giant Saquon Barkley. This is the Saquon Barkley that was on the Wheaties box coming out of Penn State, running behind Jordan Mailata, running behind Landon Dickerson. This is that guy right here.
Yeah.
You add in A.J. Dillon, and they didn't ban the tush push?
Yo, come on with it.
33-14, banner dropping birds.
Come on. What you saying the score going to be 33-14?
33-14. Pickens is going to have a slight crash out. Banner going to drop. Everybody.
No. I'm looking more of a 24-17 Cowboys, man. We're going to hit you with the element of surprise.
Man, no way Dallas' defense holds Philadelphia to
17 points.
Yeah. They thought the same thing. We had to, look, they keep doing this to us. I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came fresh off of a Super Bowl. They put us there to play against Tampa Bay, and we sent them brothers off the Pelican Bay. So we're going to do the same thing to y'all. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, LB. Yeah. Just be ready. Just be ready to drop the banner with the L, though.
This ain't that, though.
Yeah, okay. That's what they said when we
Tampa Bay's not Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's what they said when we played Tampa Bay.
The ball. Our wide receivers like blocking now. They tasted the squirrel is trying to get another nut.
Yeah.
They are still hungry. And y'all tried to play with us about this tush push?
Come on with it. But wait a minute. Jerry Jones came out and said that, hey, it was hard for him to vote against it because he don't want to be able to say the person that he's the person that stopped something.
But he still voted against it. Like, come on, man. Jerry Jones is 2 minutes away from only being able to eat soft foods.
Jerry Jones liked the tush push for other reasons. We know that.
Yeah, man. But I just think week one is extremely favorable. Now, Kansas City gonna be different. When we drug that Kermit the Frog through the parking lot, they've been out for blood ever since.
But
week two was gonna be a challenge for sure.
But this is a different type of vibe.
This is why the beginning of the year, the Giants schedule, Philadelphia is going to soften up Dallas, and they're going to soften up Kansas City, and the Giants going to be there to sneak one out of there. I'm telling you right now.
Don't worry, LB.
This year. Philadelphia's going to help us. They're going to beat out of those teams.
Bad dog.
You get the scraps.
My Cowboys starting 2-0. My Cowboys starting 2-0. Y'all write this down. Yes, indeed. And we're going to tenderize the Phillies up.
So the Niners going to soften up those doggone Eagles real good. Tenderize that Philly meat real good. So the Niners.
Wait a minute.
Listen, when the Eagles start off 2-0, we've officially reached bully status.
All right.
We are officially bullies.
When the Cowboys start off 2-0, you resolve my brother's debt that he owe you. Come on.
Who that? Who what that?
The Parsons.
You talking about Terrence Parsons?
Yeah, you resolve all of it. If we start off 2-0, come on with it.
What do you mean resolve?
It just dissolved.
I don't understand this language you talk about. Resolve it. Debt. What the hell I look like? I like Bank of America. I like a debt collector. A man supposed to pay his debt.
Yeah,
he was not to pay his debt, so he ain't no man no more.
They call it the golden parachute, man. Give the man the golden parachute, man. They did it for all of the banks, Goldman and Sachs, and all of this stuff. So come on with it. Help my guy out. Come on with it.
I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. He could donate it.
Don't be taking up for him.
He could donate it.
I'm trying everything I can.
Take it up for him.
I'm trying everything I can.
Listen. A man needs to pay his debts.
That's simple as that. And it's not like if I see him, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, where my money at?" I just know that you a man that don't pay his debts. And if by some chance you end up on fire, I wouldn't even give you no urine to put it out.
I tell you what,
you don't pay your debts.
If we get a certain sponsor and I can be there week 1, just be sure to be right beside me because I'm gonna be looking right in your eyes when the Cowboys.
You're gonna have a great time.
Oh no! We're gonna have a great time, and I'm gonna have a great time saying, "How about them Cowboys week 1?"
Have a great time. It's the fans, man. They're gonna walk up to within about 6 inches of your face.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the bird. The bird gonna be the size of a pelican. You just got to deal with it, Lord. They ain't gonna touch you.
No, they ain't gonna touch you.
Kind of crazy. You won't play the touching game, but they're gonna let you know you're a Cowboys fan. It's okay though.
I actually think that would be fun to walk through that gauntlet just to hear all the shit they call me. Yeah. And I just take it like, yeah, that's right. They love me here in Philadelphia. They love Bad Dog in Philadelphia. They do. They love my
like this. Yeah, walk through that like this.
I went to the game with some Commanders fans from down here in the area.
Mm-hmm.
He was embracing. He on the escalator. He like, yeah. He walked in. He walked in and let it be known. I'm here. What you talking about? And they ain't had no Jaden Daniels. They got walked out of that stadium. They got blown out. He just took it like a man. He just said he wanted to experience it.
I'm walking in with my superhero costume on.
That's all you got to do.
Batman or Superman? Which one?
You gotta do.
Are you?
I'm shining the Jaden Daniels light up in the sky.
JD5.
I'm going to the Commanders game this year, man. I might go to one.
But you've been before though. You've been before.
I ain't been. I ain't been. I've been for Heineke. I've been for them other guys.
I
want to go see. I didn't see Jaden Daniels play yet. I want to go see Jaden Daniels play.
You get blessed in week 16.
You think Jaden Daniels gonna have a sophomore slump like a what's that guy name that played down there in Texans?
C.J. Stroud.
I don't think Stroud had a sophomore slump. Nico Collins was hurt. He won a playoff game.
He started out the season on fire because he had all his guys healthy, and then one by one, Diggs got hurt for the season. Tank Dell got hurt for the season. Nico missed about 8-9 games with the hamstring,
and he still was able to do. He fought. He showed me great character, honestly.
This whole narrative of a slump. No, it didn't look like it did in his rookie season. But for him to get back to the playoffs, win the same amount of games, get back to the playoffs, win a playoff game for the second consecutive year, I don't understand where the slump talk comes from.
Yeah, he showed me franchise quarterback level.
So, hey, I know one person who ain't having a slump. That Diggs, he out there.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
That Diggs
on the boat. On the boat.
Oh, yeah.
That boy on the boat doing all type of stuff.
Oh man, look.
Hey man, listen. Hey, listen. What you supposed to do?
Hey, look. I know. Leave that one alone, bro. Leave that one alone. Washington's schedule start out at home versus the Giants. at Green Bay on a Thursday night. So quick turnaround week 1. I wanted that one out of the way so bad. I did not want to go to Green Bay when it was cold outside. So I'm glad we got that out the way early. Home for the Raiders in week 2 or 3, excuse me, at Atlanta in week 4, at the Chargers in week 5, home for Chicago on a Monday night in week 6. I think it's very important, these first 4 games, similar to what I talked about with everybody's schedule. Like the start to the season is important. Like last year,
that's like an easy 3-1, 4-0. It looked like.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, I won't say easy because you got to go to Green Bay, but we need to take care of business out the gate. I feel.
LB, what are you talking about? You already said the Giants are going to pull that upset in week 1.
He's just saying what we should do.
I'm saying what you should do.
How bad they going to crash out when they lose that game? LB?
I think they're going to lose to Green Bay. No, I think they're going to lose to the Giants. I really think they're going to lose to the Giants. I don't know why.
The Washington
Giants
team
will surprise in week 1.
The Washington don't play a tough game.
I don't see them losing to Green Bay though. If they
Washington don't play a tough game until week 7.
Yeah, right. I mean, the Packers.
I think if the Chargers,
the Packers. First of all, the Packers went to the playoffs last year. Stop.
They start off slow. They always start off.
But I agree. Washington's schedule gets tough week 7.
I don't. Y'all sleeping on Michael Penix Jr. He's a dog. Like I don't know what y'all talking about.
I don't sleep on Michael Penix Jr. I love that.
Oh, I know you should have drafted him. Y'all effed up. Y'all should have drafted him.
Nah, we got Jackson Dart. We're all right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Lou was jokingly saying, I will never forget that. Lou was like, y'all gonna draft Jackson Dart. Ha ha ha. And that's what happened.
Bad Dog ain't want to hear that shit when I was
not at number 3. I didn't know. At number 3, I did. Number 25, it is.
Jackson Dart gonna be the best quarterback coming out of the draft this year. Watch.
A lot of people saying that.
That's my guy, man. I know y'all.
Nah, it's not.
What? Wait, in 2 years, I don't even want to go. We got one of them ones in Jackson.
Yeah, got one of them ones. I'm gonna be mad.
Buddy.
I mean, he's above average. I'll just say that.
That's my Mississippi
Look,
boy.
If your defense is as good as you need it to be, he shouldn't have to do but so much.
I agree. And next year, when they get the free agency and they get into the draft, they're going to swing at the offense. They swung at the defense this year. Next year, it's going to be all about building around the first-year quarterback.
That Malik Neighbors, he ain't no one to sneeze at.
I'll tell you what.
He got a hurt toe right now, though.
He's had that since college. That's always been an issue. He had it last year too.
The issue is it's only him. Everybody else got a suitable wingman.
Well, you got a guy that can get the ball to Hyatt now when he takes the top off.
Russ speaks very highly of Jalen Hyatt. We'll see, man. I just like Hyatt's pretty much a one-trick pony. He's a straight-out speed guy. We know the quarterbacks here the last 6 years didn't throw the ball past 10 yards. What's that?
Russ will get that moon ball down there, though.
Yeah, I guess say, man, Russ be like, fuck it, leaks down there somewhere. He's just going to throw the ball. Just chuck it down there, see what happens. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the guy throwing the ball deep. We know that the quarterback on this team, no matter who it was, Jones, Locke, whoever the hell was, Tim Boyle, Tommy, they weren't throwing the ball past 10 yards. Defenses just play a little freaking blanket and keep everything underneath. Russ will throw the ball deep. And if something happened to Russ, James will throw the ball deep. They don't give a shit. At least they'll be able to stretch the defense out a little bit.
James in there. James will throw that hole to everybody.
He runs a 5013C. Yeah, he's a non-profit guy. Go ahead.
I think Jameis. I think one thing about the Giants, especially for Jackson Dart, I think it's good to have a Jameis Winston and a Russell Wilson.
You said y'all was going to draft Jackson Dart, and I said y'all was going to sign Jameis Winston.
I knew we were getting Jameis Winston. I knew that.
What's the lottery numbers, LB? I need to go ahead and
no, I knew they were getting Jameis Winston. I thought that was. I said that shit too. I was pretty sure they were getting Jameis. I wasn't sure about Russ, but Jameis I knew was going to
do both of them.
Bro, we pay too much attention to these dumbass organizations, man. We just know what they going to do. Now they're stupid. They'll draft.
Man, listen, $4 million for a backup quarterback, that ain't shit. $10 million for a starting quarterback, that ain't shit. No, Giants are really good with those.
We have some money next year for sure.
But here's the other thing though. They keep showing all of them damn highlights of Shador. That could have been a deal for y'all though, because Shador,
he fucked up his interview, man. Big time.
They talk about
Brian
Dable might not make the roster.
Brian Dable send it in an install package, And Sure Sanders had no idea what the hell he was talking about. Sure Sanders got mad because he was unprepared. How are you going to go into a job interview and tell the guy that's interviewing you know more than him? And if you can't answer questions, you're going to get mad at the guy interviewing you.
He said that?
The Giants are, yes. It was contentious because he didn't understand the play. He didn't know what was going on. Brian Dable does that shit. He throws curveballs at guys. Go watch interviews with Jackson Dart. And I'm always impressed. I can't believe the amount of stuff these quarterbacks have to retain. Okay. It's crazy the amount of stuff that they have to retain because Brian Dable will call out all these plays and I'll just throw a curveball at you. What was this play that I did? And it was crazy. You saw it on Hard Knocks when he was.
I want to hear Daniel Jones interview.
Right. I want to hear
what the hell was he retaining?
I don't know because Brian Dable wasn't there.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right. Well, I'm talking about just regular chatter. There's just weak preparation.
We know it's weak preparation.
Week 6, like week 6 in preparation.
That's why he threw the damn tablet at his ass.
Brian Dable threw the tablet at Daniel Jones, but then Daniel Jones threw the football at his wide receivers.
Yeah, he knew.
We ain't got to worry about that no more. We got one of them ones in Jackson Dart, right? Lord, back me up. Come on.
Well, hey,
Bad Dog, stop that shit, man. Stop that shit,
Jackson.
Stop that shit, man.
Jackson Dart kill a tiger with his bare hands.
Home for Chicago on the Monday night.
Knievel.
Why do they keep gassing this? Well, I understand because of the quarterbacks with Chicago and the Commanders.
Yeah. So it's only because of the Hail Mary last year. That's why. Like
that's all.
It's one versus two, right? The draft picks, but it's really because of the Hail Mary. Like that shit left a bad taste in Chicago's mouth last year, and it was one of the games that put us on the map too. Like that game and the Cincinnati game in week 3 were the two games that kind of put us on the map last year. Then the Eagles game at the end of the season, and then the Falcons game kind of solidified it going into the playoffs.
The Bengals game is when I knew.
That's when we all knew. That's when we said, "Oh shit!"
Bengals game is when I knew.
We got one.
They got a quarterback.
At Dallas in week 7, at Kansas City in week 8. That's a Monday night game. Home for Seattle on a Sunday night. Home for Detroit the following week in week 10. At Miami, which is over in Madrid. And we hit our bye week, and then we come off the bye. It's the first time in 4 years. First time in 4 years we did not have the latest bye that you can have, which is week 14. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, we had the 21, 22, 23, and 24. We had week 14 bye.
We got it this year. We got the week 14 bye this year.
That shit is crazy. I mean, I wasn't tripping about it. This is a perfect bye. Week 12 is perfect. I like it. If you're a good team, then that bye at the end is cool because it gives you a chance to recalibrate, recharge the battery for the stretch run. Home for Denver on Sunday Night Football, so we come off the bye. The anomaly of our schedule, similar to the Philadelphia schedule, we play the most teams coming off of bye weeks. 6 teams coming off bye weeks we play. No team in the league has more than 4. We got 6 teams coming off of byes when we play them. Denver is one of them. However, we are also coming off of a bye that week, so kind of cancels it out. At Minnesota, at the Giants, and this is the stretch that's crazy. 4 straight NFC East games to finish up the season. Starting with at the Giants in week 15, home for Philly on a Saturday, home for Dallas on Christmas, and then at Philly to finish up the season. So, lot of competitive games in here. It's a tough schedule, but it's a very doable schedule. Like, this doesn't strike fear in anybody's heart. Again, I think everybody's schedule is doable with the exception of the Giants' start. If the Giants can get past the start of their schedule, they got a shot. It's just I don't see how the hell they get past the start of their schedule. Like,
I told you why. Philadelphia is going to do us a favor. Soften up Dallas. We're going to take the scraps. We're going to soften up Kansas City. Kansas City, a short week for Kansas City after Philadelphia kicks their ass. Philadelphia is going to help us out this year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
All right.
gonna happen.
All I know is, man, my quarterback was putting 40 points on those Eagles.
Damn,
man.
Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Where Jalen Ramsey going to?
Philly, baby.
No way.
Like no, second. Look at
Nah,
the Look at the fan. Look at
You about to lose it. Hey, you got it good, bro.
You better go get you a veteran to help out your secondary.
I'm worried about that.
I'm worried about that. And all of those.
I do want a veteran. I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried about that.
Yeah. What?
Because losing Slay and Rodgers, that ain't a good look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That ain't a good look, man. And I don't necessarily believe in Keely Ringo.
Is he who's starting right now? Opposite of
Adore Jackson, I think is Buns. He getting a lot of the reps with the ones that OG.
That dog can tell you about Adore Jackson.
Well, we've been burning Adore Jackson.
He's just older now, man. He's older. He's dealt with some injuries. Shit.
Yeah, but this the thing though, man. When you get around winners, it could change for you. You see what happened to Saquon?
Well, Bradbury wasn't really good for you either. But I mean, you guys need that veteran presence.
Bradbury was an all-pro.
You guys got. He wasn't an all-pro.
Bradbury was an all-pro when he got to Philly. When he came to Philly, he was second team all-pro. We went to Super Bowl that year.
Yeah. And what Bradbury did too, he helped a lot of those DBs.
Bradbury was good for us too. He's
a veteran guy.
He's like in a coach role with us right now. Like I like that. You know what I mean? He might just.
But what I'm saying is it helps to have those veteran guys in your locker room. But you know, a couple of young talented corners. It definitely helps.
We ain't got that. We ain't got that no more, man. That's why Slay was perfect, man. You know, when you win the Super Bowl with young guys like we did, man, the young guys, they're the young OGs, man. Yeah. Like we looking for guidance from Quinyon Mitchell, 23, 24. Cooper DeJean is 22. You know what I mean? These are the guys who are here to bring in some of these damn rookies older than them.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult, man, going up against Lamb and Pickens week 1. So you're going to have to jump out with a lead.
That's not going to be difficult. I don't think that's going to be
very, very difficult.
I'm not even trying to who's throwing the ball, though?
Right. Dak Prescott is
throwing the ball.
Fresh turnovers. What flavor turnover you want? An apple one?
Man, we're gonna
peach. What a peach?
Daiquiri sweet like syrup. Strawberry.
Dak is not. Dak is now the worst quarterback in this division.
What is Dak Prescott record versus the Eagles?
And that didn't stop us from going to 3 Super Bowls under his tenure.
I know, because when he's not playing, y'all do get a chance.
He could have bossed up like Jaden Daniels did and met us at the altar. What happened? That's why you know the Commanders fans, y'all. We have this misconception of if I hate y'all. Now I don't hate y'all. I respect what y'all do. It was commendable, in fact. Yeah. I hate that y'all had to get y'all brains blown out by us.
We hated it too.
Yeah,
but we had that was a hard-earned lesson, and it's gonna serve us well moving forward. But
yeah, exactly.
I'd rather have gotten
because he gonna go to the grave talking about that 55, JD 55.
Oh, I mean, it was the most points put up on somebody in the history of the game in the championship game.
That would be diabolical if an Eagle fan get a jersey that say JD 55.
We already got him.
Y'all got JD 55.
We got JD 55s. We got double nickels. We got double nickels for sale.
Yeah, that's cool.
Put it on hats and everything.
Yeah, we got double nickels for sale.
And the thing is, my guy
JD hung 55 in their defense.
Louis, listen, man, the quarterback got to wear that.
Let me ask you this,
everybody got to wear that.
You got on your calendar circled December the 20th, don't you?
The Eagles game?
Yeah. Because that's the next time y'all play their asses.
No, I don't have that circled on it. It's too late in the season to be worried about that.
Yeah.
We could get to that game and it could mean everything. It could mean nothing. Now I don't have that circled on the calendar.
What week is that?
Week 16. We played the last two out of the 3 weeks of the season.
That's 16, crazy. 18. The NFL robbed us, man.
Usually the Giants get that shit where they play somebody 2 of the last 3 weeks of the season.
I mean, the Eagles they don't have anything circled on their calendar but games at the beginning of the season. That Chiefs game in week 2. If that Chiefs game was week 16, they wouldn't be circling that.
No, the Lions is circled on our calendar. Yeah. The Rams is circled on our calendar.
Those are earlier in the season.
Yeah. Green Bay.
Yeah, those are earlier in the season. The Green Bay one, I think that's after the bye.
Anybody who voted against the tush push.
They on the list.
Calendar. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. That was a crazy meeting from what I'm hearing, man. Jason Kelce had to come in. Laurie got into it with Goodell.
Yeah, and your Troy owner Vincent. Is a weirdo. Your owner is a weirdo. That man said
Jeffrey Laurie.
You ain't hear him talking about keep comparing it to a wet dream and shit like that.
It's weird.
Yo, that's some weird energy, bro.
It's Philadelphia, man.
Why would y'all even name it Tush in the Push anyway? Y'all could have named
call it.
That's
not the play. That's not the play. That's something that the media.
Yeah, they made that shit.
Media made that up.
Oh, okay. And they ran with it.
That's not the name of the play.
Yeah.
But you guys always had insiders, man, on the NFL rulings and stuff. Troy Vincent, he always been
he's hating on it though.
He is.
Yeah, he hating too. Jeffrey Lurie had to get with him.
That's because that's propaganda, man. I think that he does things in favor for the Eagles, man. Troy Vincent is
he wasn't in favor with this.
Propaganda. That's what it is.
Well, he wasn't in favor with this.
I couldn't stand Troy when he played, by the way. And I ain't talking about Aikman. I'm talking about Vincent.
Yeah, Troy Vincent was he was definitely different. It was him and Bobby Taylor.
Yeah.
That was a good duo for us.
Eric Allen and them. Yeah.
I think Al Harris might have been mixed in that group too. Play it, Bad Dog. Shout out to King of the Bluegrass, man. Thank you so much for the generous blessing.
Yes, sir.
Man.
I'm like, let me get some. There you go. That sounds like something else.
That might be our biggest super chat on the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the time that we lost Law.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
It was a lot of hundos. It was
a lot of hundos. There's a couple of 2 hundos.
It might have been a 2 hundo or 2 in there.
There's a couple of 2 hundos.
All hell to the Hennessy.
Put that down,
That
Law.
look cold. That look cold too.
Put that down, Law.
That was a refrigerator Law.
Put that down, bro.
Hey, y'all had a screenshot of me like that.
Hey, put it down, man.
Was it what was playoffs about to start? Something was about to happen. It was a game about to happen.
I don't know, man. But
In honor.
Yeah, no, I didn't do the Lakers game, man. I had to cut out.
King of the Bluegrass. Appreciate you, my dog. Yeah.
Hey man, you only play taps when somebody go to the other side. Don't drink none of that, Law.
man, look, we lost you once, man.
We lost you once.
We can't do it again.
I'm not a crown, man. I got nothing to do with shot with. I'm not a crown.
I'm clone. This is a clone version of me. The other guy gone. You know.
They clone Law.
They clone Law.
They clone Law.
The other Law gone. Liquor always wins. Yeah, he gone, y'all. This is the Law 2.0.
I got my bar. I got my bar set up real nice too. I got a couple of joints I ain't cracked the seal on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at my bar right now. Nice world champion joint. You know,
I'm about to say it gotta be something over there.
What? It's crazy that Eagles rug, my recliner. This is a little small part of my cave. B-Doc up there, Jalen smoking a fatty with the Lombardi. Come on, man. You know it's going down here, Lou.
Of course.
It got to.
Of course.
I got beats from New Orleans over there. Super Bowl shit, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be epic when our turn comes.
Tia and Tamara. This Tia. Where Tamara at?
You can't never find one of them. You can't never find one. Hold on. You can't never find both of them at the same time.
They never find them. Yeah.
Tia and Tamara. Listen, I remember not having these, man. I remember being just a roach in the basement, laughed at. The Campbell soup meme with McNabb standing next to the trophy.
That's right, trophy case.
Just a can of Campbell soup in a case.
Hey, when he gets some of these, man,
that's right.
I
got quadruplets.
Yeah. We got some relics behind us, man. You know,
we did our job. We came and we said we gotta bring up the back end. You know what I mean? I'm
gonna just tuck mine in.
We gotta truly become the best. But I'm telling you, Lou, if we get another one, Lou.
Hey, look, man, you can't get another one before we get ours.
And we
another 80 years, man. Come on with it.
No.
Look, don't let us get one.
For 2 years, we're gonna have 3.
No.
Don't let us get one, because once we get one, once JD tastes it once, it's on. We on that Patrick Mahomes shit.
Let me just tell you something though, LB.
Y'all are Peyton Manning. We are Brady.
Let me tell you something though, LB.
I'm listening.
That road to 2 was pretty good for y'all. But let me tell you, that road to 3 is long. And that road to 4 is long. The road to 5 is long. And that road to 6 is a damn doggone long road. It's been 30 years for us. That damn road to 6.
That shit don't even exist for y'all.
Yeah, it's a long road. It's a long road, man. So that road to 3, man, good luck on catching up with the Washington team. It's a long-ass road, too, bro.
Listen, the road to 1 is long.
Yeah,
the road to 2 was
no, it's the longest road for you guys.
There's a long ass road for them.
We got a little blister on our feet with the road to 2. The road to 3, I'm telling you, it's coming this year.
It's long, man.
Eagles gonna repeat.
No. Only the Cowboys know that shortcut road to 2 to 3, real quickly and
Eagles
all of that stuff.
Repeat. We found the loopholes. We got the tush push.
Washington went from 2 to 3 pretty quick too.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Aaron, who you said?
No. 2 to 3 is pretty quick. 87.
You know what Mahomes did in his first year as a starter?
Yeah, he did.
He went to the NFC. He went to the AFC Championship game. You know what he did in his second year as a starter?
What do you do?
He won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's what Jaden Daniels about to do.
But you gotta stop.
He about to do.
Y'all don't have Patrick Mahomes.
We don't. You're right. We got Jaden Daniels. We got the next best thing. We got the next best.
That boy standing on business.
Stand on it.
You got the next best thing, bro.
Stand on business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it.
You got Josh Allen.
Hey, right. He been to the same amount of AFC championship game. Well,
he's better than Jaden Daniels.
He went to the second. He went to his second.
You like Jaden Daniels over Josh Allen, Lou?
Oh yeah, I'm taking my guy all day, every day. Because my guy don't turn it over. I love Josh Allen. Everybody that knows me knows I was a Josh Allen guy through and through. But give me Jaden Daniels for sure. I think the ceiling on this kid is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, the Bills doing that tush push too, though. Yeah,
ridiculous.
Then they got the nerve to vote against it because they got stuffed by Spags. You know what I mean? So they gonna vote against it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they was benefiting from it too.
Yeah, everybody, man, they was benefiting from it.
And we finna do it now. We got a guy named Joe Milton, y'all. He's 6'5", 240.
That's y'all. He about to take over for Dak.
Hey, shoot. We win. I don't give a dog. Throw me out there. We winning. Hey, do the Eagles still talk about that Super Bowl they won in 2017? Yep.
Do we still talk about it?
Yep.
In terms of now we have plural, yeah, we have to.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
The banner.
First they was talking about Carson Wentz and all of this stuff, but it didn't matter as long as they won that Super Bowl.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Carson Wentz ain't win it. No.
You forgot what it's like to talk about the Super Bowl.
Man, I sure forgot about it, man. Sure.
Yeah, man.
I forgot about, when they was talking about rankings, the top 5, the top 10 quarterbacks. Back in those days in the 90s, Troy wasn't even in that conversation. It was Jim Kelly, Elway, Marino. It was everybody but Troy. So I know
but Troy was the one winning.
He was the one winning, Yeah.
So I mean,
same thing with Hurts right now.
It's a very direct parallel between those teams, and Troy Aikman and Hurts in terms of their roles on their teams. We'll see if he can continue to win. Like you said, it's hard in the league.
That's all that matters because
it's different. It's different. That was a different game.
I know exactly how LB feels when people say that Josh Allen is better than Jalen Hurts. I know how he feels. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was when I was in the 90s. When they were saying,
So if you was to say that to me right now, I'd be like, like Lamar to Josh Allen. Like I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Like
you got the hardware. Yeah.
Why can't they beat Patrick Mahomes in advance somewhere and go put something in the cabinet? Like the Bills, the city of Buffalo don't have a Super Bowl at all.
Because it's the team sport. That's the only reason why I was saying that, LB. Because you put Dan Marino on those 90 Cowboys. How many we have, LB?
I don't know.
How many we have?
I don't know, and I don't care. All I know is Dan Marino didn't win one.
He didn't win one.
I ain't gonna lie. So since it's a team sport, why do we got to keep going on with this? My guy better, my guy this, my guy that. If your guy's so much better, why do he need what my guy have to succeed? Him being better should be able to balance it out.
Man,
that's why I laugh at it.
Yeah,
you think different. Do you think that? Do anybody here who thinks Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts here?
Man, a lot of folks think that Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts. Here. But come on with it.
Louie, do you think that's still Lou?
No.
Okay.
You said what?
Who thinks Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts here?
No, I don't.
You don't think that, Bad Dog?
The only
I think that Jalen Hurts is better when it matters. I think
Isn't that the
Dak
basic
puts up better numbers.
Why can't you?
But I would much rather have Jalen Hurts in a game that matters over Dak Prescott.
If you rather have him as your quarterback, then that answers the question, right?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? All you had to do was do what Lou did.
Yeah, just say yes.
No, I won't say yes.
No, it's not. It's an honesty moment right here. Because I know Lou
right now, yeah. I mean, right now, I would definitely take Jalen Hurts over that.
Right now,
I mean, you can't. It's hard to
He's
argue.
better than him right now.
When you lift up a Lombardi trophy, when you've been into the Super Bowl, there are places that Dak never been. So it's hard for me to even bang on the table and say that definitively that Dak Prescott is better than Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl because Dak haven't been to the Super Bowl. But if Dak win one Super Bowl, it's over with. It's over with as far as that debate.
How are you going to do that when he can't do
it? It takes a team. You definitely can't win a Super Bowl when you're throwing it to guys. You only have.
You can't use that argument because y'all done had B squads, bro.
When? What year?
B squads, and he didn't get it done.
The year.
So let me break this down. Let me break this down. Dak Prescott had the B squad that you're talking about in 2021. Him and Amari Cooper, Lamb and Amari Cooper only played 7 games together. How many games together did A.J. Brown and Smitty play together?
Did they lose in the playoffs together?
Did
they win the Super Bowl?
Were those two on the field in the playoff game versus San Francisco?
Yes, they were.
What year? You talking about 1 year, 2021.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Did Dak Prescott come off a catastrophic almost injury that year too, by the way?
But when
the expectations, Alex Smith still can't play coming off of a similar injury like that.
About that when the man threw for over 4,000 yards and had a running back that ran for over 1,500 yards or whatever it was, but 2,000 yards and 1,000-yard receiver, and a dude with 10 or 12 interceptions.
All right, so name me the team that. All right, so y'all three, name me the team that won playoff games with 14 penalties. Dak Prescott didn't commit one of those penalties at all. By the way, name me a team that goes to the postseason to win in those particular predicaments. Nobody wins like that. So that's why I say it's the team.
But all of his losses, he had 14 penalties in all 5 of his losses.
But he threw 2 interceptions in that game.
Yes, he did through 2. You talking about 2021, right?
Yes.
With 14 penalties.
Why do we have to go back that far? Why do we have to go back that far? Why can't we just
because I can't find a game that Hurts won when he threw for 200 yards. Hurts didn't have to do that in any of the postseason games that he won.
Super Bowl don't count. The Super Bowl's not postseason.
I'm talking about you got to win the games before you get to the Super Bowl, right? But Hurts, all of the games that he won when he went to the postseason, every game that he won, they had a running back that averaged more than 4 yards per tote. And on top of that, he didn't have to throw for 200 yards on any of the games.
In the NFC Championship game, he threw for over 200 yards.
This very one past one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. But outside of that, we can also quantify the fact that you had run game and as well as defense and turnovers. You don't have that.
So if Dak Prescott is so much better, why do he need everything Jalen Hurts needs?
Put it like this: How come he is graded on a different scale when he do have that?
He's not. If Jaden Daniels had all of that, y'all would have won the Super Bowl if Jaden Daniels was your quarterback. That's what we're saying. If Jalen Hurts was your quarterback that year, you probably at least go to the Super Bowl.
No,
lost that game
because at the same time, hold on. Let me get you with the facts. Your team had 5 turnovers in one game, right? In the last 10 times we've been to the postseason, we haven't even equipped to 5 turnovers. You had that in one game, Louis T.
Right.
So let's keep going. Let's keep cooking.
But what's your point?
My point is we've been a one-dimensional team in the postseason.
Who's committing these turnovers, though?
Who's committing the turnovers?
All right. Who committing the turnovers?
The same. You seen in the Super Bowl how the guy Pat Mahomes looked, right? They were a one-dimensional team. They couldn't run the ball, and they only rushed 4 and dropped the rest. How you think Green Bay Packers beat us in that postseason game? Did they rush 4 and dropped everyone?
Well, hold on. The Green Bay Packers, that helped them.
In the last postseason game that we played against.
That helped them. That threw a pick 6 in the first half. They threw another interception that put the Green Bay Packers on like the 15-yard line.
That was already down by 14 points. Who else was making plays? We were averaging less than 3 yards per rush.
They wasn't down 14 with the first pick 6, was they?
Yeah, go back and look at it again.
Yeah,
they scored on their first 7 possessions. You can't win in that particular predicament.
Bro, you can't. No, man. No.
Name me a team that did.
The Green Bay Packers.
Hey,
the Dallas
name me a team that did.
Listen, you can win if a team is.
Name me a team that did.
If you respond, you got to respond. Y'all didn't
name me a team that did.
It's gonna be a shootout. All y'all
name me a team that did.
Dak Prescott.
Y'all can't name me a team that did it.
That did what?
Shit, lost the way the Cowboys lost.
In Green Bay?
Yeah, no, it was in Dallas.
No. But this is the thing. Your offense didn't help your defense. Your defense was struggling. And y'all weren't sustaining offense. Y'all weren't scoring points. Y'all didn't give them any momentum.
Bingo. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's a game within the game.
So when Cowboys fans complain about the Green Bay game, y'all largely say the defense didn't get a stop. The defense didn't get a stop.
They scored on their first 7 possessions, bro.
Right. But then y'all should have scored on like 5 of them. It should have been a shootout. Y'all got Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
That's what I'm saying.
We got
a shootout. Make them make a mistake.
Guess who showed up in that game on the offense? Only Dak in that game.
He threw a pick 6, Law.
Of course, because guess what? Just like did Pat Mahomes, did he throw an interception left and right? Don't you know when they break? What is the bracket? Hold on, bro. Hold on. What is the bracket coverage? What is the bracket coverage? Break down what is the bracket coverage, right?
What they got to do with what we're talking about?
Right.
They have to do everything. They have to do everything. A man underneath and a man over the top. That's bracket coverage. They bracket covered CeeDee Lamb, and they stopped the run with 4. How you supposed to beat that? If we were running the ball, we averaged 2.5 yards on the ground.
You don't think AJ Brown and Terry McLaurin get bracket coverage?
So break this down. When Terry McLaurin and AJ Brown do get bracket coverage, that means they can't load the box. That means that you can run the ball and get about 4 or 5 yards per tote. We didn't have that here in Dallas.
So it's okay to just throw the ball to the other team because they bracketed.
No, it's okay to look for a way that you can make a play on a game. That's all what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
who else can make? Who else is making plays in that game?
If you see CeeDee Lamb getting bracketed, throw it away or something. Don't make it easier to
and we did that. And Brandon Cooks allowed a guy to go straight through his body to pick it off, and that was a pick from Jair Alexander. He went straight through the body of Brandon.
So that pick wasn't on Dak. It was somebody else.
Guess what? If you listen to any analyst, and if y'all go back and watch the game, and I can bring up Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks said himself, he stopped on the route. He didn't fight towards the ball.
All right. So what about the CD one? What's the dude? Reed. So CD ran a bad route.
No, that was on Dak right there. The one with Savage ran it all the way back with the pick six. Yeah. Darnell Savage. That was on Dak. That came in what time? What time?
Right before the half when y'all was making a run.
Right before the half. Yeah.
When y'all was trying to make a run. And y'all got the ball after halftime. Yeah. And you got the ball. If you score right there, what
I'm getting at is that yes, Dak is at fault, but he ain't the only fault with that particular situation in that postseason game.
You know what? Dallas Cowboys fans remind me of. I got a lot of heat on the internet for this. They remind me of the Sixers fans. I'll say it again right here. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Joel Embiid. No. What's his name? Joel Prescott and Dak Embiid. It's the same thing to me, man. Superstars who just can't. Well, Joel is a superstar, but just guys, franchise guys who can't get it done. It's nothing wrong with saying that everybody can't win championship. Lamar Jackson cannot win a championship.
It's a good thing to have a 2,000-yard rusher on your team to alleviate some of those things. It's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have an AJ Brown so that if people are bracket coverage and rolling coverage his way, you got one-on-one to Smitty. Smitty should win those things, right?
It don't matter what you have, man. All I know is this: it's rare to go to 2 Super Bowls. Jalen Hurts been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. That's rare. I don't care how he did it. I don't care who was a part of the team. A lot of people don't be doing that, bro.
My quarterback did it.
Yeah, he's quarterback.
My quarterback did it.
Not a lot of people, though. Not a lot. You talking about the list of guys that played in 2 Super Bowls is a real thin list. And those guys are usually highly intelligent. I just don't think Dak Prescott is the guy for y'all, Law. And I don't want you to go down on the excuse.
No, that's not an excuse. These are facts that I'm pulling out that people don't want to hear. Right. I literally said exactly what analysts said, and I said exactly. I stand on business. If anybody wants to debate me on that, come on with it. Break it down. Name me a team that won in those circumstances. Nobody can name.
And what circumstances we talking about?
I mean, you averaging 2.5 yards on the ground, you don't win in that. And then if you are playing and you dropping people in coverage, you just don't win in that situation. We just saw that live in the Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes is one of the greatest throwers of the ball. What was his excuse?
We averaged less than 2 yards.
And how many turnovers
against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Zero. You know why? Because my quarterback didn't turn it over.
No, I'm saying how many turnovers your defense forced?
One.
Yeah, that Baker Mayfield turnover when he dropped the ball. Yeah,
right. They would have lost until Baker did that. I feel like Tampa almost would have got him. But that was that's what good teams do. But see, this is my issue with the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all have no problem getting the turnovers against the Browns and the Giants and all this in the regular season. Y'all nobody take the ball away more than the Dallas Cowboys probably in the last 5 years of the NFL in general. And then when y'all get to the postseason, it's like, well, we don't get turnovers, but y'all do though.
Well, somehow that's Dak Prescott's fault.
That's not Dak's fault because Dak don't throw interceptions, but somehow he do in the playoffs. Y'all just not. Y'all just turn into a different team in the postseason.
When you are running hitch routes and stop routes right there, and you only have one dimension, and the only guy that was cooking in the postseason was CeeDee Lamb, right?
Okay. The hitch routes and the stop route thing. I thought that was a Kellen Moore issue. Kellen Moore been going for a while.
He's been going for a while. I give you that.
In Dallas?
It happened the last time we was in the postseason. If you look back at what the routes we ran against Green Bay Packers, they ran a hitch and a stop and a comeback. That's all they ran. I just want
what's best for you, man. You know you my dog, man. I got a crispy Smitty for you, man. I can't bear this.
I would
got
never.
another one in there. Kelly Breed. This is a game time one too. You can put pads right on this. You go play today. I got something for you, Law. I don't want you in this situation. I hate it.
That's why. No, hold on. That's why they establishing the run. That's why they establishing the run. This offseason. That's why they bring. That's why
sun on his face now.
That's why they re-solidified the offensive line.
I need you dancing in the sun with us, because my God, I hate this for you.
I think it's funny how everybody. I love how everybody stands up for their quarterback. It's just funny how everybody stands up for their quarterback. You know how hard it was for me to do this show for the last 4 years and have to stick up for Daniel Jones.
Hey.
I get it.
How that shit was. Louis T making Sam Howell hats. You know how hard it is when you don't have a damn quarterback?
Hey. I'm gonna wear the Sam Howell hat the next time too. Shout out to my guy Sam Howell, man.
But y'all stood firm. Y'all stood firm. Knew how
this ain't that. Yeah, this ain't that though. But yes. Yeah, for sure.
The Commanders fans, I'll leave it alone at this note. The Commanders fans absolutely deserve to feel the way that they feel. It doesn't bother me, y'all. I don't want y'all to think it bothers me, because we the ones that blew y'all brains out. Yeah. So it could never really, really bother me. We the ones that ended it all. The magical season came to an end at the hands of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles. And Frankie Louisville was jumping like Free Willy at the end of the movie over the rocks, trying to make something happen on the 1 yard line. Y'all went out pathetic.
And we did. There's no disagreement there. And that one stung for sure. And the team felt it, and it was a lesson learned. But I love learning that in year one of a recalibration with a rookie quarterback. That if that's the foundation that you setting, damn, I feel good about the future, man. That's what I'm gonna say to that. King of the Bluegrass, man. We can't thank you enough for the love, man, and the support. He says, "What up, Super Friends? I don't think Bad Dog is crazy. I think the Giants will be a hell of more dangerous than people are giving them credit for. 10-7, maybe 9-8. All hail JD.
Well, I tell you, that's a Commander fan right there. I do think the Giants are going to some people.
I do think the Giants are going to be improved. I just don't know if it's going to show up in the wins and losses. I don't know if it's going to show up in the left-hand column or not. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's just
we're going to sneak a couple this year, just like 2022. Nobody gave us shit in 2022. We beat the Ravens, we beat the Packers, and we beat the Titans, who were the AFC. They were in the AFC Championship game the year before. So
yeah,
it can happen, man. I mean, we'll see. But there's reason to be. I don't want to say optimistic, but there's reason to think that the Giants can be a lot more competitive and be in these games. They're not going to be a laughing stock. They're going to be a lot more competitive in these games this year. I'm telling you, man, the quarterback play is going to make a big difference. It's huge. Going from just the worst to average is such a jump in quarterback play. Just having a quarterback that understands how to read defenses, that understands how to throw guys open, that understands how to throw the ball down the damn field. That's won a Super Bowl. Just that intelligence that Russ brings, that Daniel Jones didn't. It's huge. All the intangibles a guy like Russell Wilson can bring to the table is going to make a big. We're not going to be the Bills. We're not going to be the Eagles. We're not putting up 30 points a game. But the Giants can put up 20 points a game, 21 instead of 15. That's a huge freaking difference. Huge.
It is. Yeah, you're right.
Especially with this defense, man, on paper, sick. And they could be one of the best. Our front seven is scary with Abdul Carter. And you had Holland, you had Adebo, you got Drew Phillips and Tyler Newman going to. I mean, this Giants defense is, and if you have an offense that isn't off the field on 3 and out every damn time they get the ball, and the time of possession's even, where our offense doesn't have it 27 minutes and the defense, is on the field 33 minutes every game like it was for the last few years, things can change. It's May, so I'm optimistic. Like I said, come holler at me at Halloween, and we'll see how I feel. Right now, I feel okay.
Hey.
Puerto Rico. Thank you.
We'll beat Washington week 1 too.
Greatly appreciate you. LB, this show, man.
Oh, Puerto Rico, what up? What up? Lou, update us on offense hot and the defense. Louvu, Bond, and JD being able to make up for the gap in the roster. You went 0 for 3, right?
He wasn't able to make up for turnovers. I'm standing on business. If we don't turn the ball over, I think we coming back and winning that football game. We were right there. It was 14-12. The biggest play of the game was a 4th and 5. Hurts throws a dime to AJ. It was clearly a holding penalty on Saquon that they didn't call, but that's nor here or there. I'm standing on business. He could have made up the difference in the gap in the rosters if you don't have the turnovers. Louvu, I'm standing on business. I'm taking Frankie Louvu over Zach.
Louvu was nice though.
Louvu ain't better than no goddamn Zach Bond. I like Louvu.
Zach Bond is played behind one of the best defensive fronts in the league. That's not what Frankie Louvu was playing behind. He didn't get to run free like Zach Bond did and make plays. He got to run basically unscathed the entire game because Jalen Carter is eating double teams, and your boy that signed with New England was causing problems, and your defensive ends were doing their job, and he got to just run around like a maniac and make plays.
Zach Bond is also excellent in coverage.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're not going to act like he's just some off-the-ball blitzer behind the line.
No.
That's how they use him in that way as well. But Zach Bond is also really good in coverage.
Yeah, they brought in Frankie Louvu to play that Michael Parsons role.
And as far as the offense, how the defense, it was a question. I never said that was the case. I asked y'all got all my case. I asked y'all, is the offense hiding the defense? Because again, and we going back to that week 16 matchup, that was the conversation. I was asking a question, simply asking a question. Is the defense being hid by the offense? Because
do you think that to be the case?
No. I've already said that I don't think that's the case. I asked the question, I answered my own question. Y'all answered it for me, but I asked the question. That's all that was. So I'm standing on business. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. War Bay, my guy.
War V, what up? What up? This is my guy, War V. So what's Dak excuse this year if he don't get it done? He got CD and Pickens. He has talent.
Right. Yeah. So this would be the year. This would be the year. Look. I'm not over here making excuses. I'm just giving y'all real factual football analytics, man. Because there's only one way you beat quarters defense. You just don't throw into the defense. You got to run them up out of that, and you got to attack underneath. And we didn't have that skill set last season and the season before that. The only time that we had a real threat on the outside is when we had Amari Cooper, when he only played 7 games with Dak Prescott. Now, granted, last year, I will give you the fact that we were hurt last year. Dak didn't play majority of the season last year, and we still won 7 games. But if he goes into this season, and if they're not able to make a real good push, and if we have run game and 2 wide receivers on the outside, then Dak deserves to have egg on his face. We deserve to be talked about. But I'm not going to sit back here and say that Dak Prescott have the ability to have 2 wide receivers on the outside and run game that lasted 4 or 5 years. He didn't have that.
Now you won 7 games, but 2 of them were against the Giants. So man,
yeah, man, come on. One of them against Washington. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. What was his record before he got hurt? That's the thing I struggle with, Cowboys.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't good
like 3-5 or something.
They were like 3-4, 3-5.
Yeah, it was trash.
Like, so what I still struggle with, like, y'all weren't good before he got hurt. Let's not act like the season went to hell in a handbasket.
Well, that
game he got hurt in, he was ass.
Well, you will see that too if Terry McLaurin don't go to practice and go to camp this offseason. You know, we
don't have those type of problems.
You better hurry up and pay Terry. Terry,
Terry. We don't have those problems in Washington. Jerry Jones is not our owner and general manager. We don't F up contracts.
Who did the Cowboys play week 1 last year?
Browns.
Oh, yeah. Remember they got their shit off and they was talking all that shit after they beat up on the Browns? How y'all feel about our defensive coordinator now? All that nonsense they was talking.
Yeah,
they beat up on the damn Browns.
It's like Mike Zimmer? Mike Zimmer defense? That Mike Zimmer defense.
9 times out of 10, when you're going into a lame duck year, that's what Jerry Jones special is. You go into a lame duck year with your coaches and everybody in the staff, people worrying about, hey, do I have a job next year or do I don't? You know, so that was a crazy situation. You literally started 2 rookies on your offensive line. You had to expect Tyler Guyton to get his ass whooped for the majority of the season too, by the way. Okay, go ahead. I don't want to
bad dog. You up, bad dog.
You go ahead.
Chris and Bad Dog's intern, thank you, bro. Not only is interns usually work for free, our intern actually pays us to say that all the time. He's the man.
Love those guys.
We teeing up this year. Pop your shit, Bad Dog. Feels like we're in the barbershop. We cooking Dallas this year. Commander's taking a step back this year. Love you all, the best of the best. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And yeah, I think we're definitely going to get one of those first 2 games without question. I think Brian's going to. I'm telling you, Philadelphia's helping us out at the beginning of the year. They are going to tenderize that, and we're going to take advantage. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. You better take that shit to Dallas in week 2, man. Take that shit.
I told you, Philadelphia's going to soften them up. We're going to bust their ass.
I love it.
Jack is going down about 6 times in that game.
Hey.
This on you, LB.
Ain't it funny? Oh, Green Goblin, thank you for the super chat. Ain't it funny how all offseason they've been saying Hurts had the best team ever assembled? Soon as Saquon claims it, people crashing out. How that work, LB? That's a fact. Soon as Saquon said we had a top 5 team all time, you know what I'm saying? People got an issue with it. But then in the same breath, they're like, oh, y'all got the Avengers. Y'all got this. Y'all got this.
Why are they crashing out for?
I think it's the analysts. The analysts are crashing out. Like dudes like Keyshawn Johnson on TV saying, well, he can't claim that until they win more than one. You don't have to win multiple Super Bowls to say you're the best team of all time.
Because the 85 Bears have won 1 damn Super Bowl.
Right.
Let me ask you this.
85 Bears are the best team of all time.
What is your weakness on your team?
My weakness on my team?
Mm-hmm.
Like right, the Super Bowl team or like right now?
The one now.
Both.
Oh, last year there
were none last year.
There were none. Okay.
There were none last year.
And right now you just have reservations on experiences, right?
Corner.
And keep in mind that rotational piece on that front, you know, who's going to come in?
The defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Nah, they stay loaded, bro.
The white, you ain't see the white gorilla?
They stay strapped, bro. And I told y'all that a Jumbo or a
y'all gonna miss out.
Moro and Joe Mo. Ty Robinson.
Bro,
Ty Robinson from Nebraska.
They stay strapped, bro.
Now, there's potential. There's potential there. But what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at, I definitely want to do that because I watch football just as much as all
y'all. They strapped down there, bro.
They stay strapped. They can be dykes all they want. But I'm gonna tell you this right quick. I'm gonna say this though, bro. You're gonna miss out on that milk. You're gonna miss out on that kid.
We already replaced him, bro. We already replaced him. I ain't gonna lie to you. We already replaced him. We replaced him.
How many years does it take for them big boys to get right though?
That's y'all guys.
You
waiting for 4 years for Mozzie. Jalen Carter was right away.
Right out the package.
Come on,
Jordan Davis might have took the year.
Jalen Carter right out the way, but Jordan Davis was a limited snap guy though. But keep going.
Just
Keep going.
because of conditioning. But he always
right. But that's why all the board gave in. Yeah.
Jordan Davis is here to make sure that people don't run wild on us, and he's been doing that since he came. Nobody ain't been dominating us on the ground like that. Then you add the white gorilla, Ty Robinson from Nebraska.
Look at week 1. We gonna be ready week 1.
No, y'all not. No, y'all not. I don't know who's gonna run the ball. Whoever run that ball gonna run into several bear hugs.
Come on.
It's gonna be Javante.
Right. His hammy already tender like Dex.
JB3, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Shout out to my guy JB3 who writes, Lord, the Eagles may have won the Super Bowl, but the Commanders won the offseason. New stadium, 2027 draft, Debo and Tunsil, top 5 quarterback, and a high draft pick. We beating you off the field.
And let me ask you a question.
This can't be.
Come on, man.
This can't be a Commanders fan. That can't be a Commanders fan.
That is.
Let me get one of them. Let me get one of them.
Let me ask you a question, JB.
He can't be a Commanders fan. They trolling right now.
Which one would you rather win?
Yeah. No.
The offseason or the Super Bowl?
We not claiming that. We not doing that. He's not a Commanders fan.
Would you rather win? You rather talk to me about a new stadium? What else he talking about? I got a speed, but what are you talking about?
He talking like Bruce Allen, man. We don't claim that. We don't claim that super chat.
On the off season.
Stop it, man. We don't claim
Congratulations for you.
Now, I will tell you this.
Mr. Parade loser.
I will. Yeah, that was a crazy super chat, man. We not claiming that super chat. But I will say,
it goes right in line with you guys bragging about standalone games and being American.
Exactly. It's right on brand.
That was all on Twitter.
No. That's different because we're propping up our quarterback. All of this shit has nothing to do with Jaden Daniels. Like, don't talk to me about winning off the field. I don't give a fuck about winning off the field. Talk to me about my quarterback who's about to take the
top 5 quarterback.
No. That's it. That's the only part in there that I care about. That and Debo and Tunsil, that helps you win on the field. I don't give a shit about winning off the field. I don't care about the draft. I don't care about no stadium. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is we made moves to try to close the gap between us and Philadelphia. Everything we did this offseason was with Philadelphia and the rest of this division in mind.
Congratulations on your new stadium, JB3. I hope it produces a win.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Goddamn, Bad Dog let the shit slide.
About what?
I ain't gonna blame it on Bad Dog.
The what slide?
Stantium. Or whatever the hell he spelt stadium.
Bad Dog.
I didn't even. I was so enamored by the fact that he was bragging about winning the offseason.
He wasn't.
I didn't even
no Commander fan.
There was a lot to take in there talking about we won the off. We beat you off the field. What fan talks like that? We beat you off the field. Well, beat him the fuck on the field because I feel like the Giants are the best offseason in the division. Yeah. I don't mean shit if we don't beat them on the field.
Yeah.
Listen, now it's in my head, Lou. Now I can't unsee Standium. Thanks.
Right. Look, we not claiming him.
He's an Eagle fan.
Don't do that. That's
true. He's definitely an Eagles fan.
That man spent his money. He's a Commanders fan.
Keith, thank you for the super chat. LB,
what's up, my guy?
What up, man? What up, Keith? Salute.
What up?
Alex, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This you, LB.
He said Eagles play the most playoff teams from the previous season, 10. That's the NFL record. Also, the division played the same 14 teams, not 12.
Yeah, it's so you play 3.
We can't play ourselves.
Right. So we play
3 different ones.
Right.
5.
So you play 3 different teams. It's actually 4 because you play you play 2 divisions. No. You play the 2 divisions.
You might be right. You can play yourself. The Cowboys play themselves all the time.
It's 5. It's 5 because you play the divisions in that you don't play in the NFC. You play the 1 division in the AFC, and then like you said, you can't play.
Right. So we play 5 different teams. You play the same 12 teams. Yes.
So.
All right, that's an Eagle fan. That's all right. I get it. You're not good at math. You're not good at spell. I get it. I understand. I get it. It's all good. We don't expect much less from the Philadelphia education system.
Damn, the OKC packed them boys up in Minnesota.
And that was quick. I mean, you already knew that was going to happen. That's what's going to happen to the Knicks.
I think we're gonna. I think we'll win. I think we'll win tomorrow. I think
Hope series over in 5. I've been said that.
Well, I mean, when you're playing 5 on 8, it's a little bit difficult to win a series. But the Knicks have played like shit in that series too, so it is what it is.
I said that's a championship.
I'm a freaking Knicks fan. I've been dealing with this shit for 41 years, and I'm used to it.
Damn.
They're worse than the Giants. At least the Giants gave me some freaking glory. All the Knicks have given me is heartbreak my whole life. So
I mean, y'all was in Eastern Conference Finals this time.
Yeah, I mean that's
ain't shit.
That's progress.
It's progress.
It's progress, man.
I want a damn title.
No.
I'm just my ass. We should have been able to beat the damn Packers. There's no OKC. It's like, okay, whatever. They're the best team in the NBA. But come on, man. Next year, I'll beat the Pacers.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that the last 3 teams left. Well, no, the Knicks got a championship.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a new champion. It's the first time
in my lifetime, but they got 2 of them.
Yeah. LT, thank you for super chat. This on you, LB.
LT, what up? He said it's gonna hit Lou when Jalen and Daniels home again, or when Jalen send Daniels.
But yeah, he just left the ass off. Appreciate you, LT.
It's all good. On it with one.
Green Goblin. Double up. This on you.
Green Goblin, what up? He said we only a super team when it's time to hate on QB1. And every other argument they say our players is trash. LOL example, Chase Higgins over AJ and Smith. I agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Wait a minute. They're reaching over here.
Yeah,
if you listen to a Cowboys fan, they'll say CeeDee Lamb is better than AJ Brown.
He is.
No, he's not. He's not.
He is.
I mean, he give you more route combinations. I think that AJ Brown is phenomenal, by the way.
PFF got AJ Brown ranked.
Why? But CeeDee Lamb is
CeeDee Lamb is not better than AJ Brown.
I think he is.
So what do AJ do better?
Win one-on-one matchups. AJ Brown has been the best guy against single coverage the last 3 years in the National Football League.
How's he getting that?
How's he getting that?
How's he getting that?
By getting open.
Yeah. Because you got Smitty on the other side.
Oh my God! But it's easy. But
you boy, this is easy.
Everybody has one-on-one opportunities, though, right?
Not everybody.
He's the best at his one-on-one opportunities. So CeeDee Lamb never had a one-on-one coverage,
and he'll win on that. They're gonna roll. They're gonna still roll and keep him underneath. But what I'm getting at with AJ,
AJ Brown wins his one-on-one matchups.
Yes, because in the league. Yes, because they got 8 in the box. They're trying to stop Saquon, or they're trying to stop the run game the year before.
That don't have nothing to do with what I'm saying. Out of everybody that gets one-on-one matchups, all wide receiver ones get one-on-one matchups, right? Are we in agreement with this?
No. I'm trying to figure out how. How somebody saying Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are better than AJ and Smith is calling your players trash.
Oh, yeah,
right.
That duo can be better than your duo, and your team is still a super team. It doesn't change the fact that the rest of the roster is better than theirs.
But that's not a good example, though. That's not a good example.
The example is bad. I don't know anybody saying the Eagles players are trash, except for the quarterback.
That's a bad example.
Chill, bad dog.
Passenger Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Y'all
Passenger Hurts.
Bro, y'all would sell your franchise to have Jalen Hurts at quarterback.
Jalen Hurts will win 4 games with us, just like Daniel Jones said.
Y'all ain't never had a quarterback with an IQ as high as Jalen Hurts in the history of y'all game.
That's not true. Eli Manning's IQ.
Eli Manning IQ wasn't higher than Jalen Hurts.
Way higher.
Eli Manning was borderline dumb. He just scored a hot streak.
Eli Manning, what are you talking about, man?
He just scored a hot streak in the playoffs.
Eli Manning was a full hustler, baby. He wanted you to think he was dumb. And when it mattered most, he schooled your ass.
Because he thinks the same of him deep down inside. Eli Manning was borderline.
Eli,
put it. You already know how I feel about Eli Manning.
Put it like this, though.
Everything that he did.
Put it like this. I would say this though, with AJ and Smitty, that's a damn good tandem. And you can't take that away from the Eagles. I mean, that's a good thing. They the one got it. That's how they built their team. And with AJ at that X position, he's one of the better wide receivers in the league. I'll give you that.
He's the best wide receiver in the league.
At that X spot.
Okay.
Christopher McLaughlin, my guy, C-Mac. Thank you for the super chat. Writes, hey, Lou, Bad Dog, LB, and Law Nation. Hope everyone is well. 2 questions for everyone except Lou. What NFC teams make the playoffs and why? 2, he says, and number 2, what's one offensive and defensive player for your teams that need to step up for your teams to exceed expectations and why?
He always has a good question. What NFC teams?
He's a Commanders fan.
NFC teams making the playoffs is tough. I don't.
Yeah, I like.
I'd go with Washington and Philadelphia again. I would go with Green Bay and Detroit again. And then it's tough because I don't know Minnesota.
I think the Rams
will be there.
Yeah.
I don't know what Minnesota's going to be. I don't know what Dallas is going to be. I don't know what San Francisco is going to be. It's tough.
None of those teams.
Because I don't know like what their final rosters are. It's difficult at this point but I definitely think like gimmies.
San Francisco.
I would say I don't know what San Fran is though. They're kind of going through a transition. I think Philadelphia and Washington are in. I think Minnesota and Green Bay are in. Probably the Rams.
You mean Detroit?
Detroit. Sorry, yeah, Detroit. Other than that, I those other two teams can be anybody.
And then go ahead and give me offensive and defensive player while you at it.
Kayvon Thibodeau for us needs to step up huge. I mean, he was the 5th overall pick. He's shown flashes of being really good. You got Abdul Carter there now. You got Brian Burns. You got Dix Lawrence. Got Bobby O'Kay. You got an incredible defense. They just picked up your 5th-year option. He's got to take the big step forward. He's got to be that guy that we picked 5th overall to be wreak havoc completely because he's not going to get double teamed. So he's got to win these one-on-one matchups. Kayvon Thibodeau, this is a huge year for Kayvon Thibodeau. Offensively, it's got to be your offensive line. It's got to be a unit. The offensive line has been the weak spot of this team for years. And although it's pretty much what it was last year, at the beginning of the year, I don't think the offensive line was terrible. It wasn't great. But we've had a lot of injuries in this O-line. This O-line has got to stay healthy. Andrew Thomas, if I'm going to pick one guy, it's got to be Andrew Thomas. He needs to stay healthy. We cannot survive without him. He's one of the best left tackles in the league. Offensive line has always been questionable, but when he goes out, it's dreadful. It is abysmal. So for me, it's Andrew Thomas, Kayvon Thibodeau. And like I said, I can pick those 5 teams to make the playoffs in the NFC. The other 2 are just you never know, man. The NFC every year is different. One team could surprise. One team could fall out. But I think the 5 teams I mentioned are going, and then the other 2 you can put the teams in a hat and pick. Maybe the Cardinals surprise this year. Yeah, who knows?
LB.
I agree with Bad Dog about the teams that's going. Those last 2 are hard to pick. My defensive guy got to step up Keely Ringo for sure, and it's kind of unfair to say him because it's not like he's been doing bad. He just had the opportunity, and the opportunity is presenting itself. He got to step up. My offensive guy is Tyler Steen, man. I want to see Tyler. Same situation with Tyler Steen. He's going to get thrusted in there. We lost Becton, so I want to see Tyler Steen come in and do good things and step up.
Okay,
and be a seamless transition.
Law.
All right, so I'm looking at it like this right here. If we can just get this run game going, I think that it's going to separate us from what we've been looking like in the last few years. And the thing is, we don't have tangible running backs. It's all hopes. So I don't know for sure.
Dak Prescott's got to step up for you guys.
That got to do it, but we got GP, baby. So it's going to be better.
That's why Dak's got to be the guy that steps up for you. You got George Pickens now.
It's the element of the unknown.
Is he throwing OTAs? Is he healthy?
Yeah, he's a whole lot better than what he was last year. Keep in mind, during this time last season, Lamb was damn holding out. So it was Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks out there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
what's your defensive players that need to step up?
Shit, we need guys to come back. Trayvon Diggs got bone to bone on his knees, man, and we still haven't paid Michael Parsons. Right now, it sounds bad right now. So
is Michael? He's showing up though for camp, though, right?
I mean, he's been in the building, so he's kind of like doing the soft holdout thing.
Oh, so he's holding in.
Holding,
yeah,
holding it. Yeah, pause. Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Send Mike this way. You can play with Penn State alum Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Send him over here.
So he's not doing no drills or nothing, Mike.
I mean, he's doing well. We got OTAs tomorrow. We'll get some reports to see whether or not he's going to be there. But damn, Jerry Jones, go ahead and pay Parsons. Go ahead and pay the man, so we don't have to have these conversations. So we get things moving.
He's gonna wait till the last second.
The last straw.
He does.
Hey, didn't Terrence Parsons report that he knew the numbers on the contract?
I mean,
about a month ago.
Man, the framework is there. They're fighting over some small stuff on the contract, and you know, Jerry is Jerry, bro, and it don't benefit the Cowboys from a media aspect to pay Parsons now. So they're gonna stretch and pull that damn Jerry, man.
Why Terrence Parsons don't know his own figures, man? He owes LB $200. How you gonna know any figures?
That's what I'm saying. He out here talking about the deal like he tapped in.
No, man.
Yeah, he tapped in. Y'all know he had the nerve. He had the nerve to ask me.
Come on, Law.
He had the nerve to ask me to do a stream with him to debate Eagles Cowboys.
Of course he does.
I sent him my rate, my fee. Why y'all laughing?
Y'all ain't no good, man. Y'all beating up on the man. Y'all ain't no good.
I sent him my fee. I don't work for free because of who your brother is. You ain't putting no work. I had 0 subscribers at one point. I had to get lit. I'm sure Lou had 0 subscribers. I'm sure y'all did. I don't run around because of who your brother is. I don't care who nobody's brother is. 1,200. You want LB is 1,200. The trail went cold.
Is that how much he owes you?
All right, man. I got Parsons right here, man.
Let's go, man.
Parsons.
Let's go.
That's what Social Blue Book said I should get.
That's Social Blue Book.
Hey, that's what Social Blue Book said.
Oh my God, man. All right, so the framework is done on the contract, but man, David Mulugeta, man, he's a smooth operator. And David Mulugeta, he's also signed with. George Pickens is also signed under him, so they working some things out. I just can't outspeak my wisdom teeth on it. You know, that's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all gonna blow both of those.
Hey, Law in the building at dinners, at banquets.
Hey, like I said, man,
double-breasted tucks.
Yeah,
all over the place, bro.
Rubbing shoulders with the elite of the elites, the Cowboys. Yeah. But I just said it's a damn shame it ain't no current winners.
I'm out here on the stream with Bad Dog, Louie T, and Law Nation, and you think you could just tweet me and talk about we need to do a stream? Who the hell do you be thinking they is, man?
Social Blue Book, man, for the content creators, man.
Yeah, you know about Social Blue Book. 1,200. That's what they said.
I love it, man. I love it. LB is one of a kind, bro. He's a unicorn, man. He's a unicorn.
Oh my gosh, man.
I don't do no free streams, man.
Hey,
yeah.
Andrew Nathan RPS. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This got to be an Eagles fan. Go ahead and read that, LB.
Commanders fans are excited because the last time they had a player graphic, it was RG3 on NCAA 13. NFC conference game still got them in their feelings. Belt to ass.
Why are y'all so offended at us being excited for having something we haven't had in almost 4 decades?
Because I don't think it offends people. You guys are excited about it, but you're bringing us into it.
How?
You're saying our guy's on the graphic, but Saquon Barkley is on the graphic. Y'all doing little, you know what y'all doing. Y'all throwing little rocks. Y'all throwing little rocks. You know what
we asked you last stream. Did we not ask you last stream?
You asked me what?
If there was a graphic.
Which graphic?
Who would be on it? And just any graphic. Like we asked you that. Like who would be on the graphic, right? We asked you that. You said, we said, first person that comes to mind when you think of the Eagles. And you said,
right.
Who did you say?
I said Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley.
You said Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Jalen Hurts. Okay, say I said Jalen Hurts.
And the rest of us said Saquon Barkley.
Right.
So that was us saying when the NFL or other entities put together graphics, they could go in a multitude of ways when they're doing y'all.
Right.
For us, it's one guy. That's it.
And some I've seen Jalen Hurts, and some I've seen Saquon Barkley.
Exactly. Right. And all we're saying is our guy is the guy. Like we don't have another guy. We think he's the face of we think he's going to be the face of the NFC. And this is what our proof is. Anytime you see something that's representing the NFL or representing the NFC, you're going to see his face on it. It may not be the biggest. We ain't win the Super Bowl. Y'all did. Right. But he's going to be up there somewhere. And that's all we're saying.
Is that because you got one guy? or is it because he's the best player in the NFC?
We don't have anybody else.
Right.
To take a team that hadn't won more than 10 games since 1991, and you saw the roster, man. to win 12 games with that group and go to the NFC Championship game, bro, he was throwing the Olamide Zaccheaus. He was on your roster. What did you do?
Olamide
We gotta stop this. De'Ami Brown was our wide receiver too. You sat up here and laughed when Rome said that Noah Brown was brioche buns. These are the guys he was throwing the football to. And he took them to the NFC Championship. What do we? Y'all told me Austin Eckler was washed.
He is.
What are we talking about? This? We took that group to the NFC Championship game.
Run it back.
He's the. It's only a couple people that could have did that with that roster, bro, and he's one of them.
I mean, that's all we're saying. This one is hilarious. There's one thing I think this is one of your dudes.
That's my guy, Des. What's up, Des? Des Brown, Super Bowl halftime performance by Gloria Estefan. That might be true.
It might be. It's as funny as hell.
Google it right quick. Google it.
No one does. He looked that up.
Hey,
Google that.
Bro.
Google that.
I'm pretty sure, even if he's not right, that's a hilarious pull and
hilarious
to throw out there, bro. That's crazy.
That has to be true. You know what I'm saying? He looked that up.
That's hilarious. That's a good one. That's a good
No,
one.
he's right. Brian Boitano and Dorothy Hamill in a performance by Gloria Estefan.
Look, I'm trying not to laugh. Hey, I'm trying not to laugh too hard over here.
Oh my God!
I don't want to pull up the guys.
Oh man, that is terrible.
Jerry Jones just had Dolly Parton out there, bro. At Thanksgiving.
You know why he had that? You know why he had
that?
That's a whole different
his old wall. That's his old work.
That's old
exactly,
schemes, man.
You know what he had her there for.
Zero J, thank you for the super chat. Say I agree with my bro LB. Let's go, Eagles. Cheers. Let's go.
Yeah. Jared know what he was doing. Yeah, and Jared still got allegations.
This ain't for me, but this about me. Fontaine Stacks, thank you for the super chat. He said LB, it's hilarious how obvious it is that you hate the fact that Commanders are finally a good team. Get that hate out your blood. Y'all just won a Super Bowl. More time talking about that not than us. Shut up, first of all. Number two, right? Number two, I'm going to make fun of losers. That's what I do. I'm going to make fun of losers. Y'all just the best loser right now. It used to be Dallas. Dallas always was going 12-5, and I was always taking this knife of mine and twisting it in the spine.
They ain't never make it to the NFC Championship game though.
They ain't never make it to the NFC Championship game.
Why you gonna have to throw that one in, man?
I gotta differentiate between the shit I was doing and what we doing over here. It's got off
that list, and your drop was longer than theirs slightly. Yeah. You got off that list.
Yeah, no. For
you
sure.
See what happened is that road to 6 is a long road. That's what it is. We're on a long road.
But you can still have a playoff run sprinkled in there every now and then.
We know we ain't gonna get to the 6 at that time, so we just still taking detours.
Yeah, that drive to 5, man. We got off the road on where the hell we are. We in the map trying to drive to 5 over here.
I can't wait for that Eagles jacket to come out with the 2 Lombardis on the back. You know how y'all got the Cowboys got the cool joint with all 5 of them?
Yeah.
Giants got the 4-piece. I seen the Fire Commanders joint a couple years ago with 3. I'll take my joint with the 2 on it. Let me get that.
Come on.
Yeah, that you should go ahead and purchase that because I don't know if there's any more coming.
So it's coming.
Get that joint right there with the 2 up there.
We got the same amount of rings as the Ravens.
Hey, Bad Dog, we holding the division with all of these trophies.
It's definitely bottom heavy down here.
Bottom heavy over here.
Bottom heavy.
Shout out to Fontaine Stacks, man. I appreciate you, bro. Metaphor. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. He says, stop the stream. New Commanders log is out. We already watched it. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow for sure, man.
Yeah, we got 1,500 people in the building still.
Come on with it.
Shout out to everybody.
Likes up to 1,000, baby. Let's go. Help the channel out, man.
Man, get them likes up there, bro.
JD 55.
Hey, you see his thumbnail, right? Don't be laughing like he ain't taking a shot at you.
Yeah, damn JD 55. That's okay. I'm gonna read it. Stay away from my son. $2 super chat. I respect Washington too with the dead skull. Okay, all right. It's good.
McAllister Nicholas. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This is my guy, man. McAllister says, I don't believe Shador bombed his interview when he played in an NFL offense. The Giants will fire their coach by week 6. Philly, congrats, but F y'all goofy asses. #HTTC.
A lot of incorrect statement there. Number one, Shador is spelled wrong. That's bad. It's spelled incorrectly.
If you're gonna comment, bad dog.
Bro, it's somebody's name, bro. You gotta give grace for a name. He ain't named the guy.
You gotta know your name. You're putting it out there, man. He's spending money, but spell the guy's name right. But to say he don't believe, then you didn't read any of these articles. It's not just the Giants that passed on him. The guy went in the 5th round. The freaking Saints took Tyler Shuck before, and the Browns took Dylan Gabriel a couple rounds before they took Shador Sanders. There's a reason that he dropped into the 5th round, and it's not because of lack of talent. I think he has talent. I think he is going to be the starter week 1 for Cleveland, but he bombed the interviews, man. Every team said he was very bad in the interviews. He didn't partake in the Senior Bowl. He didn't compete in the freaking underwear Olympics. He didn't do any of the combine shit. He just thought, I'm sure Sanders only picked top 3, and that's not what happened. Give me my thing. Interviews unprepared.
If the Giants, if he start for the Browns week 1, they need to fire everybody in the building.
Yeah, but
fire everybody in the building anyway. Look at that quarterback room.
If I'm Brian Daboll, right? Let me be real. If I'm Brian Daboll and I got Shador Sanders, I drafted him in the 1st round, and I start off 0-3 or 0-4, I'm literally going to hear all of the, hey, Dion is about to come over here and coach for us, So, I think that Brian Daboll was understanding too, like, shit.
Well, again, it's not just the Giants. The Steelers
still the same way.
Everybody passed on it.
Shoot, no, they wouldn't want Daddy Prime to come over.
I think Dion had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
I know.
My son, shoot. I know we would go to the edge of the earth to protect our son.
I honestly thought you guys were going to take him.
My man wasn't even at the draft. He was in a room that he got built with a couch in it. He's about to have a video shoot.
Yeah. He brought his videographer to these freaking interviews. Okay.
He was like shooting a vlog,
he was shooting a documentary. He was shooting like a vlog, basically. Yeah. Like documenting everything that he was doing.
I mean, I guess that's the age that we in, but
prank phone calls and everything. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, that was some bullshit. But...
Yeah.
Ham Solo, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. He says, "Hey fellas, not a Cowboys fan, but I have a feeling they might shock a lot of people this year."
Come on with it.
Give me my theme music.
What you mean? You got a feeling?
Come on with it, yeah! Ham Solo, baby. We're gonna shock a lot of folks, not in a bad way though.
I'm about to say he might be talking about it in a bad way. Hey, this one on you, LB.
He said, Eagle Swag Nation, thank you for the super chat. He said, what's up, LB? Go Birds. Dakota Pick 6 is a bad game manager too. GK back to the 49ers playoff game.
Okay. So again, you throwing pick sixes, like we get on Jalen Hurts about being a game manager, this, that, a passer, but he don't make those mistakes. And when they call his number, when they need a play on 3rd and 7, when they need a throw, he make it.
That 4th and 5, the AJ against
us. That was huge. That was the game.
It's good not to be one-dimensional, and it's good to be in the situation that the Eagles are in. They are in a good situation.
But even if you're in a bad situation, that don't mean you got to throw picks.
Man, come on with it,
bro. Jaden Daniels had zero. I won't say zero. That's not fair. Jaden Daniels had the least amount of talent of anybody in this division outside of the Giants last year surrounding him. And
no, y'all was more talented than Dallas.
No, we weren't.
Appreciate you, LB. Thank you so much, man.
Y'all were more talented than Dallas last year.
Did y'all make more?
I don't believe it.
What you mean? What? Y'all had a ridiculously good offseason last year,
yeah? Bro, we blew up our whole roster and brought in a whole bunch of dudes on 1-year contracts. We had Did you
mean to tell me you would rather have Tyler Guyton out there on your team? And
I wouldn't have drafted
Rico,
him.
You would have Rico over Austin Eckler.
I wouldn't have drafted him. Rico would have did damage on our team just because of Jaden Daniels.
Running back, y'all running back room was better than Dallas's last year.
It was.
You want Z?
That's about it. What quarterback and our quarterback?
Your running back room, your quarterback was better.
Yeah. What else?
Your tight ends was better.
So before this,
your linebacking group was better.
No, I mean, you count Michael Parsons as a linebacker or no?
No, I'm not counting Michael Parsons as a linebacker.
Yeah.
Then yes, our linebackers were better than theirs.
Yeah,
y'all made some moves last year.
Again,
y'all secondary was better than Dallas's last year.
You want Jalen Brooks?
Nah. If you put, I think they were poorly coached. We had a terrible secondary last year. What are you talking about?
It was better than the Cowboys.
Mike McCarthy was so scared of losing his job.
They were hurt. Their secondary. Dallas's secondary was hurt.
Mike McCarthy.
We're talking about what it looked like before. Like
Mike McCarthy hired a guy named Jeff Blasco who never coached running backs before to coach running backs. Yeah. And Scott Tolzien, he put him in as quarterback coach.
Hey, look, man.
The Commanders had way more talent than Dallas. They
didn't, bro. Again,
Scott Tolzien.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Brandon Cooks on their team?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks was on our
team.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I mean,
so you can say the wide receiver core was better.
Right. Their tight ends. I mean, so you would take Zach Ertz over Jake Ferguson.
Who played better?
Jake Ferguson.
Who had a better season, Zach Ertz or Jake Ferguson?
Zach Ertz did. But
that's what matters.
Nobody was checking for Zach Ertz. His career was over. Jaden Daniels did that.
He revitalized his career.
If we put Sam Howell out there, we talking about Zach Ertz right now? Are we having this conversation?
We did scap y'all one time though. To be fair, with Cooper Rush,
bro,
and they beat y'all,
bro. They had more talent than us. They had more talent than us.
I think they just coach. I don't think they had more talent than y'all.
I'm glad we got Fowler back though. Give me Fowler back because we didn't.
He ain't gonna do what he did for us, for y'all, because y'all ain't shit.
Oh man, you ain't shit. I ain't shit.
I mean, how many more supers we got?
We got quite a few. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. We got quite a few. Let's try to knock these out real quick.
All right, go ahead. I ain't gonna stop y'all. I ain't gonna stop.
Speed. Coyote, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I need a bet. He basically says that Dak won't be the passing leader in the NFC East.
I hope Dak not, man, because I want us to run that damn ball. I want us to do what Jalen Hurts doing over there.
Who's the favorite to lead the division in passing anyway? Who's that guy?
Passing yards? It'd probably be Jaden Daniels.
It probably gonna be Dak though.
It should be Dak. I would take Dak.
Dak gonna throw the
because Dallas can't really. Dallas had no kind of running backs. So yeah. I would imagine Dak. They're going to rely on Dak heavily.
Jadon Blue, baby, 4.25 speed, man. We gonna run all over.
Eagle, thank you for the super chat. He said that's Sam Howell merch somewhere in Burundi, Africa.
Yeah, it's a couple of washing up on the shore out there, man. No doubt. I'm gonna rock mine next week, just so y'all don't forget.
Try again, Madisaka.
Yeah. Try again, motherfucker. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Jake Eagle, we ain't forget Louis, so we can't tackle him. Oh, he talking about the first play of the game, the first touch by Saquon. When it went the distance, you was like, so we can't tackle now?
Oh yeah, they cracked. Two dudes cracked. And you talking about my defense was better than Dallas's? Yeah, right.
It was.
Two dudes ran straight to him and crashed into each other and let this man run for 60 yards. You're right.
Man, that was Saquon, bro.
Nah, bro.
That was Saquon Barkley.
That was retarded.
Saquon Barkley, a top 5 running back, man.
Magnificent.
Top 5. Shit, he's top 2.
Saquon top 5 all time.
Greatly appreciate you.
Time.
I think I'll just read it. I don't know who this is. Dak and the Cowboys will run up the score on whack teams. They will likely be a top 5 offense with their receivers. That is until they meet the powerhouse teams and get exposed. Shaking my head.
And here's why I like that super chat, y'all.
It's true.
There's no fluff in our schedule. There's no fluff in our schedule. So all of that against whack teams, hey, and y'all can't quantify that the Eagles will be a whack team, nor the Giants week 1. So week 2. So it's going to be a good situation for us then.
Well, that means
if we do put up numbers, LB, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, though, LB, right? Right?
Y'all might. Y'all gonna get skull dragged week 1 though.
But if we don't, Magnificent Fam gonna have to eat that 10 though. But I appreciate the 10 though. Appreciate the 10.
Anthony Perry, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. That's on you.
Anthony Perry, what's up, bro? Salute Super Friends, but it's go Birds, baby. You know the birds is around.
Man, these birds ain't nothing but birds, man. All of them eagle droppings in the chat, man. It's a lot of Eagle fans in here. They're putting a feather. I was like, where is my cowboy people at, man? They know the cowboy.
They down bad right now, man.
Help me out.
They down bad right now.
Nobody's down as bad as me right now.
He said, "Dude, y'all talk about guys we lost, but when they was here, y'all wasn't loving them like that. We still got Uche and Ojulari coming in. We keeping the lines packed. I always forget about Uche and Ojulari, bro.
Ojulari.
You better hope that he stays healthy.
He's a dog when healthy.
The biggest problem is he can't stay healthy.
Like I said,
but would you want to stay healthy playing in New York? Wouldn't you fake an injury or two to preserve your body, preserve some snaps?
I don't know, man. He was injured his whole career. It's not like he was utilized. It's not like he was like Barkley, where he was getting the ball all the damn time.
Yeah,
he was a substitute. I mean, that's what he was.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Saquon was washed the way y'all was talking. I'm like, damn.
He didn't run away from anybody in 2023.
To look like that as a guy who had a torn ACL before in the pros was crazy.
Yeah, I just think he couldn't stay healthy in New York. He stayed healthy. Like, that was the biggest thing. Then you put him behind that line with all the weapons. Like,
there's no doubt Barkley was leaner with the Eagles. I noticed that right away. I'm like, he looks like he lost 15 pounds. He was way faster. He admitted it, and he didn't play hard for the Giants last year. Why would you? He knew he wasn't coming back here. He wanted a contract. I understand it. I hate that he went to Philadelphia, but from a business point of view, I totally understand Saquon Barkley doing what he did. I can't get mad and make your money.
James P. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, Louis T, do you have concern that JD5 is injury prone? No, I have zero concerns about that. Long Way J, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, Louis, do you think Sam, a.k.a. Pat Mahomes, can come back and be quarterback? I still have my NHL hat. I mean, he went to Minnesota, man. That's the quarterback whisperer over there, man. So if he get a shot out there, look out for Sam Howell.
The quarterback whisperer is Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Hawkinson. That's quarterback whisperer.
Yeah. Look, man, was you checking for Sam Darnold before then?
I knew right away. I said before the season, I said I'm not the best fantasy guy, but Sam Darnold is going to be a sleeper. Sam Darnold is the whole reason I went to the championship last year.
Hey, he did it for one Sam. Why he can't do it for another?
Because J.J. McCarthy is going to be a starter.
Look, man, don't sleep on. I might have to change the color of the NHL to purple.
DK Eagle says CD a slot receiver.
I think that's
CD is a slot receiver.
I think that's accurate.
Slot receiver. Hey, why you gonna keep calling that man a slot merchant? He's gonna be. All right. So put Cooper DeJean on him all day week one.
That's lockdowns. That's lockdowns.
Cooper one-on-one. Yeah. If Cooper one-on-one.
If Cooper DeJean could bait Patrick Mahomes into a cat and mouse, he gonna give Dak Prescott a damn.
Pat didn't have a CD Lamb.
But Pat.
Prilly to Willie.
That didn't have CD Lamb.
Greatly appreciate you. I think this is for you, LB, again.
It says showing love from Los Angeles Space Force Base. What's up, man? Salute to the people, bro. LB, I got ticks to Philly LAC game for the team. Who is one player for the team? What team?
He said,
hey, I'm on a team.
Wait a minute.
No. Okay. I read that too fast.
Yeah. I know you're a little sleepy, bro. You want me to take over?
Nah, man, I got to read my Eagle super chats. For the team, who is one player you're looking to see to take the next step? For me, is Ringo, Neighbors, Pickens. Nobody from Washington. I'm sorry, Lou.
It's all good, man. I get it.
Yeah, Ringo, Neighbors, Pickens. I'm cool with that. I would love to see Neighbors take the next step. I think Neighbors got a little bit of diva in him.
Ringo's a big DB, but that man hips, man. He just don't have that flips, man, of the hips. He's stiff. He's stiff, bro. So all I'm saying is don't leave him one-on-one by yourself. He can redirect really good, but he's a stiff hip guy, though. I like Ringo coming out of college, though.
I think he could tackle well, and I think he's better suited for zone situations, but we'll see.
There you go. Yeah, play him. Don't put him in that man.
Yeah. GK Eagle, thank you for the super chat. He said we put Lou Soul in the incubator. He was broken, got all out of character, talking crazy to my guy, so we can't tackle him. Congrats, Law, doing big things. What do you mean you want to? What do you mean they put you in it? They put your soul in an incubator.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Put you in an incu.
Hey, 55 to 23 will do that to you. Corey Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. They sound like a Giants. They sound like you, Bad Dog.
Wow, the Giants.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Was this?
I think he's just speaking in general. It's for anybody.
I think this one might be mine though. I'm just trying to do it quickly.
I don't know, man.
At the end of the day, Dak is Dak. What game is he gonna be out for the season?
Wow.
Ouch. Unknowns dart. Saquon is him. JD5 is Himothy. Bro went and got big. His neck is as wide as his. Okay. Oof. What are we doing here, guys?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, come on, guys.
Hey, man, you doing a lot of Frank standing, bro.
Wait a minute.
Frank and beans?
F the Eagles. Wow. Hey, I'm out, bro.
He talking about the Franks and beans?
Hey, come on, man. He has some Jerry Jones. Yeah, that Jerry Jones.
You want some glory hole?
That Joker. That boy crazy.
Hey, chill out, bro. Nothing but the real show. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you.
That tripping.
Hey, yeah, he was tripping. LB calling Eli borderline dumb is hilarious, bro. That was crazy. That was some crazy work. That was diabolical.
But y'all know what I would talk about.
Hey, yeah,
you know that glazed over look in his eye.
Yeah, I told you, he hustling people. Hey. And I don't know. Did LB Core? Did you call him borderline dumb?
Okay.
Borderline 9? Did you call him borderline 9 dumb? Hey, come on, Louie. These are your people.
Hey, look, man. That was an iPhone's autocorrect right there. Just adding in an extra at the end, man. That's some iPhone behavior right there.
Borderline 9.
He said, but no repeat.
He doubled up on that iron part like Eli doubled up on Super Bowls, so we good. Don't worry about
it. Division winners in 21 years. This is our time. We better than last season. Yeah, we up for sure. We definitely up. Anthony Perry.
What goes up must come down.
Stoutland, yeah.
Anthony Perry, thank you for the super chat. Said Jeff Stoutland kept the Eagles line thorough. 3 other guys behind Steen at right guard. That's real.
Yeah, real. Yeah.
That's real.
Yep.
We
already know that's the best university to go to.
Boy, come on with it.
Long way, Jay. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up.
Nah, the best show on YouTube. Salute. LB Kel Mitchell. Wig got me weak. Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
He talking about your hair, man. Y'all chill out.
That's pause, bro. My hair real, boy. Stop playing me, bro. This natural juices.
That brother was on his journey because he had like what you had before you started.
I ain't had nothing.
Taper fade. Everyone had a taper.
Oh yeah, I had a fade. You know, one day I don't know what I did. One day I just.
Maybe the Cowboys can win one if I grow mines out, man. But
no, you gotta cut your beard if you want that.
I was gonna say you gotta cut your beard.
You gotta go full. You gotta go full. Arizona State.
It's always
James Harden, Arizona State.
It's always the people with the Batman sign headline who can't grow no hair.
Yeah.
Talking about people hair too.
Hey, shit, I ain't seen nothing about your hair.
I know you feel me. You keep that cap on nice and tight. You OG though. He probably like, you got people out here that's 25 going bald and jealous of people. I'm 38. I ain't got no gray hair. It's still growing. It's looking real good, man. Don't be hating, bro. Shit. All my friends is bald head.
Yeah, man, keep the hair, man. It's
hell yeah. Until
keep it as long as you can.
Yeah.
Keep it as long as you can.
Prilly to Willie. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. He writes, I will drop $100 super chat if we all beat the Chiefs in the same damn season.
Yeah, it's time to.
Well, that's a safe hundo piece.
Safe
if the Giants beat the Chiefs. Bad Dog got you over here feeling real confident.
The Cowboys. I think the Cowboys.
Listen, if we can beat the Chiefs, he's gonna donate $100. The Giants can beat them. We can all beat them.
Y'all got me thinking now. The last time the Cowboys did win the damn Super Bowl, I didn't have this over here.
Of course, you was 6 months.
No, 6 or 8. Not even.
Philly and the Giants played them back to back. Washington and Dallas didn't play them on prime time. Come on, NFC Beast. What are 2 non-conference games you all have circled?
Bro, Goodell not letting the Eagles walk out of KC with a W. I'd be surprised. I ain't gonna hold you.
We got to beat the damn Chiefs on that Thanksgiving.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the biggest upset for the Giants this year.
The two conference games I got circled. Obviously, the banner dropping.
He said non-conference.
Oh, non-conference.
I got the Broncos. We got them on a Sunday night, and that's Bo Nix. And LB at one point said Bo Nix was better than Jaden Daniels. I took that personal. But now, look, you know what's crazy is a Broncos fan got under LB's skin, and now LB can't stand Bo Nix.
Oh, yeah. That dude Albright on Twitter.
Yo, LB put 2 videos out for this man. It was hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Anyway, I got the Broncos circled. And I think the other one would probably
you got the Broncos circle because the Bo Nix. You want to kill this Bo Nix thing?
Yeah, well, look, that was the guy that was trying to challenge Jaden for Rookie of the Year last year. Like he made a hard charge.
Bo was balling.
He was getting busy. So that's one, and then the other one would be the Dolphins over in Madrid for me.
I got one for you, man, because we haven't beaten the Denver Broncos since 1995. So it'll be Broncos and Chiefs.
Damn. I ain't got no out the conference beef. We handle that pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's the Chiefs for sure.
I thought he was talking about besides the Chiefs. I guess if the Chiefs
besides the Chiefs, I don't have no out of conference smoke like that.
Yeah.
Mine is clearly the Denver Broncos. That we haven't beaten.
I got to do something about Tampa Bay. I know it's in conference, but
facts. That's the one. That's the one for you. You got something, Bad Dog?
Just New England and Vegas, because those are the 2 teams I think got the best chance of beating outside of the conference.
Since you get them on prime time, don't you?
New England, yes.
Yep. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Swaggy P, right? Super friends, what up? Says glad the NFC Beast is finally getting the recognition it deserves. I'm waiting for the year when all 4 teams make the playoffs. You never know.
We almost did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we messed it up that year.
Did they change the playoff rules?
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't change
it. Yeah.
Anthony Perry, this on you.
LB. What's up, man? He said Giants here just to not get fined.
I said it on Hard Knocks. They in the back as a damn passenger. Just sit down.
I don't think Giants are not to get fined. Giants created this show. Remember that.
Put your seatbelt on. Don't ask on the radio. Don't ask
Giants created this show.
None of that. The Giants not gonna finish last.
That's nice.
Shots fired.
Cowboys not finished last. You can book it.
We're finishing out of the Cowboys.
Hold on a second. Another mistake was made. Kaka.
Oh yeah. See,
let me fix that.
Sorry, this time though.
Earlier show, man. I was in the last spot, man. That's crazy.
Daddy, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
Daddy. He said, hell of a ride, no Diddy. LB, you said he would say that when the Cinderella slipper fell off. I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
Hey, man, get that off there,
man. That was crazy right there. That was wild. Variety. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This is my guy. LB out here running the clown car. Rust or not, Eagles still hold down the basement of the division. LOL. Yep. LB represents the worst fan base in the NFL. You see a game at the Link, garbage fans.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Russ's Variety.
If we the villains, the villains won. The villains won at the end of this story.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You were Thanos.
You were Thanos. You call me what you want. We the worst fans. Y'all worry about everything else. The parade was lit.
Just remember this, okay? If LB's out here running the clown car, Jalen Hurts is in the passenger seat. Just remember
that's cool. That's cool. And we got Lombardi in the back seat.
I can't help it, man. Ever since that freaking
that was a good one. That was a good one, though. Red House, not Row House. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes season record if Washington had each of the NFC East quarterbacks last year.
They would have won about 4 games with Daniel Jones. Well, I don't even know. We had like 4 quarterbacks play, so. You win 4 games with our quarterback room.
We probably had the same record you had last year. What'd you have?
3.
That would have been our record.
I'll give you an extra one.
What with Dak? What you think? Dak ain't elevate nobody game.
I mean,
so we don't have to do this exercise. That's just the point we're trying to make is that it's hard to do what he did last year.
But you can't dismiss Cedric Wilson. You know, he got paid his bag, his money when Dak was throwing the ball to him. You know,
Cedric Wilson was the third option. Who was your 1 and 2 in that year?
I mean, okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, don't do that. Don't act like Cedric Wilson was the number 2 or some shit getting off. you know I know my shit.
Yeah, you do know your shit, yeah.
Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. All right. Lou, how much those NHL hats selling for? Hey, man, I had a 2-for-1 special over the Memorial Day weekend, man. So
what team is he on? Is he on Seattle?
Minnesota.
Yeah, no, he on Minnesota, man.
All right.
Because Arnold went to Seattle.
Is he gonna start?
No.
McCarthy gonna start, but I'm telling you, man, don't sleep.
What week Minnesota play the Eagles?
I ain't never think Sam Howell was a bum.
He ain't a bum. He went to a bad situation, man. A bad situation.
He just wasn't. He just wasn't Mahomes.
No, I never said he was Mahomes. But I gotta stop doing that. I never said that.
I forgot about that.
I never said that, bro.
What did you say exactly again?
What did you say? Exactly?
I said. I don't remember what I said. But it wasn't that he was Mahomes, but y'all ran with that shit. It was hilarious. But I never said that. Ellen Small.
He was Uncle Sam, though. He was Uncle Sam, right?
he was definitely taxing eyes. Sure, pause.
He was a casualty, bro. He was actually playing okay.
Man, I told y'all.
I wish y'all would have kept him, though. Y'all should have kept Sam.
I bet you wish we did.
Hell yeah.
I bet you did wish you kept him. Ellen Small, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Right, first of all, shout out for the Dubski. She writes, hey, fellows, good to see you all back. LB, I know you're entering the 2025-26 season. However, I'm still watching the Eagles playoff games. Packers, Rams, Commanders, and Chiefs. It feels so good.
I know. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? I'm happy for you. You're a champion, Ellen. Don't ever let nobody tell you nothing different. We did it, baby.
I feel that. I still go back and watch 86 playoff games, so I feel that shit. Listen, man, rings don't rust. Right, Law?
Right, they don't rust. These relics, man. They waterproof and everything.
I go back and watch those Super Bowls and I can't nobody take them away.
I watched the NFC Championship game again, man, because I'm looking at OTAs and I see my team going through the peanut punch drills. We start these drills early, and it just carries over. It's so disciplined, bro. You know what I mean? Punching the ball out.
That's big time too.
It means we don't punch that ball out week 1 because I'm seeing that ball on the ground, so they punching it out easily.
Yeah, we practice that, bro.
Yeah.
Rush is variety. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. My God, Rush is variety. Thank you for doubling up, rights. I talk a lot of ish, mainly to LB, but I love these super friend streams. Love to the fellas. Less to LB though, obviously though. LOL.
Hey man,
that's what it's all about, though, man.
I love it.
Hate, love, and respect.
Yeah.
That's one of the craziest things you could do. Who made this up in the 80s? What was this, the 70s or the 80s? Up yours, buddy.
Yeah.
I like who made
that's an 80s thing.
It got to be.
I remember a Hulk Hogan doing it in Rocky 3.
Everybody did that, Law.
I remember Rocky 3. I remember them doing that to Hulk Hogan.
I'm about to start doing that. You try to run me off the road.
Up yours.
Up
yours. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Right.
We're Italian, man. Italian guys, we're just usually one of these.
One of them numbers. Hey, that's what the hell? That was so random, LB. What the hell did that
come from?
That's the first thing I thought about when I read his message. That was the first thing that came to my mind, bro. It was like, man, up yours.
You're saying that was probably the last time the Commanders won a Super Bowl. I think it's what it was.
Hey, look, Gloria Estefan was out there, man, at halftime.
Right.
So you
listen, the last time we were there, Madonna was out there. So what can I say?
Oh man. Anyway, that was the last super chat. We want to thank y'all for holding us down. Almost 1,400 of y'all still in here on a 3-hour stream, man. We can't thank you guys enough for the support, man. Also, once again, thank you for pushing us over the 13K milestone, man, and mile marker, man. That is so awesome, man. We really truly do appreciate y'all, man.
Can we get 15K before the season, y'all?
I mean, it would be nice.
Yeah,
it would
run
be
the numbers up.
Hey, go give us 20, man. Shoot, let's go.
Nobody don't do this like we do it, bro.
Yeah.
The numbers speak for itself.
Yeah.
We the NFC beast of this thing, right?
You know what I'm saying?
We are.
So,
we had 32K views on the match.
yeah.
That's a brand new.
This might be a 40 ball tonight.
Oh yeah, come on with it, man.
We get there. Wait till the regular season starts.
Oh, it's gonna be
40.
Yeah.
Does it better? They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
With all of these trophies behind me, you know.
Trophy.
I was watching Space. You guys ever seen Spaceballs?
Who?
No.
Spaceballs. You never saw the movie Spaceballs by Mel Brooks? It's a spoof of like Star Wars.
Yeah,
That is a salute. Actually, I was watching it today, and that's a salute. His name is President Scroob, and that's what they do. They do this, and then they wave at him.
Hey, go ahead.
1987. It's got to be an 80s thing.
It
Gotta be,
bro.
It's got to be. I don't think they was doing that in the 70s.
Shout out Anthony Perry. He said Lou never said Bull was Mahomes though. Keep it 100. Now we gotta drag him though. We gotta drag him for that.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, AP. Appreciate that. At least somebody was listening that night, man. Because they
know what you said.
Tried to carry me like I said that, and I never.
You know what you said.
Hey, all love.
I never said tenderized either. You know.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
That's not low on that audio.
So the Niners gonna soften up those doggone Eagles real good. Tenderize that Philly meat real good.
That'll never get old, man. Tenderize that Philly meat real good.
Oh my gosh, man! Hey, this is the best show on the planet, man, and I love doing this, man.
Yes, man. This
you know
is
what
this
the thing about it. This is what I think make it the best. A lot of people can't hang, man.
Yeah.
I done fell off the map a couple of times trying to hang for 3 hours. The only people that truly hang is Bad Dog and Lou. Law hang too.
Yeah, I try to, man. But
Law hang too. I'm the weakest link. I ain't gonna lie, I'm the weakest link.
But what you got to do with that logo, you got to put my face somewhere, and see, that's what happened. I blame you, Louis T, because you put LB on top of that N, and that's what happened.
Man. You laughed at us.
No, so you got to put me right beside LB, so the Cowboys can do something.
I'm definitely on the top. I'm on the top.
Move LB off the top of the N and put me on top. Put me on top of the N, and then put LB like over
somebody gotta be on the bottom.
Right.
No, don't put me on the bottom.
If we
you know what? Put me on the bottom. Put me on the bottom, Lou.
If we reshuffle this, you probably got to be over here where I'm at now. I gotta go over here with LB.
Okay, okay. So reshuffle it. Yeah, just put me somewhere up there.
What you talking about? You talking about the logo or the 4 squares?
The logo. The logo. You look at the logo. You see how he on top of the end.
Put me on the bottom.
Okay, put him on the bottom. Put him on the bottom. Yeah.
The Eagles holding this bitch up. We the ones go to Super Bowls. We holding this thing up.
I stand alone over there. I stand alone as a guy that. Well, actually, my team did win a 5 games since we began.
Bad Dog screaming, "Let me out!"
You know what?
Yeah,
actually,
that's me every year.
Actually, I want a new picture with my hat on.
I asked you for a new picture. I've been asking you. I asked everybody for a new picture. How you think Bad Dog got this picture? I asked everybody for a new picture. Bad Dog sent me a picture. You didn't send me a picture. You like,
Bad Dog.
You in my old picture.
You went and put baby oil all over yourself, man. And then
Bad Dog was trying to win
whenever you about to do something
back there, man.
Whenever you about to do some upgrades, I'm gonna see you in the picture.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hit the gym.
Go ahead and send it to me because I got to do it anyway.
Not bad for almost 50 years old, man. Not
bad, man.
Let's read these last two.
With you,
all right, let's get these. Dead Op Smoker. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. This one on you, Law.
Shout out to Law repping America's team, the Star. We them boys, baby. Yeah.
Please come home.
What?
Bees and bologna.
Law soundboard crazy, yo.
Yeah. He got all kind of stuff. He done introduced some new stuff tonight.
How many buttons on that joint?
Yeah, man, I got 1,000 buttons over here, man.
I thought about buying one of
that
those.
That was from
man.
a crumb bum, LB.
Hey, go ahead. Quentin Warner, thank you for the super chat.
That's my guy right there.
Go ahead.
Yes, it says, Law, this is Dr. Q, Cowboys. We will win the division and should get to the NFC Championship game. Yes, the only challenge we will be the Rams with the move they made should have won it last year.
Should have won what last year?
I guess beat the Eagles last year.
We were praying that they did that because then we knew we was going to the Super Bowl if they would have beat the Eagles. We knew that was the only thing that was going to stop us.
Down inclement weather and everything, but that's what football's supposed to be like, though. You know, they're running from fire.
The only damn team in the way. We felt like we could beat any damn body. It just was the only one was the damn Eagles.
Only the Eagles played the damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man.
Yep.
Huh? Would they get them in
Washington knocked out the teams that the Eagles didn't want
we would have beat the Bucs in the playoffs.
Man, yeah, Baker Mayfield got
I don't know about that.
I believe, man. He don't fumble. He don't fumble that.
Listen, one thing we good at is remembering. Vic Fangio remember what happens to us.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Vic Fangio
Anyway,
remember.
Appreciate you, Dr. Q.
We appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all stay up. I hope your Memorial Day was great. Shout out to all, as they always say, some gave all gave some, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to those fallen soldiers, man.
Yes.
And shout out to y'all fellas, man. I really appreciate y'all. The NFC East is back. The NFC Beast in the building. We back. And we on Hard Knocks. Can you believe it?
Knocks, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all be
they
easy.
understand the cost that is involved.
More, y'all.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
Y'all got to close them doors, y'all. Close the doors. We're getting on up out of here.
Hey, y'all be easy. Take care. Peace.
Peace. Cowboys. Super Bowl.
Go Birds.
Go Giants.
One of them ones.